nothing ideal. So if you're a real person tonight, yeah, this is the show for you. If you want to hear the real things them talk up, well, tonight is the night for it, and you're at the right place. You listen to the right station. Styles FM, of course, 96.1, 96.5, and 96.7. So welcome one and all to Real Talk. Of course, you're listening to the voice of the sane lady Cleo, and later on you'll hear from the insane Daddy Rude. And I have another beautiful, more than sane, very, very sane lady in the studio with us tonight, and you'll be hearing more about her and from her as we go. But just before we tell you who that beautiful lady is, for those who might not already know because they're seeing her, let me just give you some in-house matters real quick. We want to, of course, give you the numbers to hook us up in the event that you want to be calling in later on. The local number is 453-1444. That's 453-1444. And if you're calling from overseas, that number is 954-338-7973. That's 954-338-7973. On the go numbers, if it is that you are in the US of A, Canada, and the UK, the USA on the go number is 712-832-2772. And if you're in the UK, that number is 03300103322. And in Canada, it's 647-957-9637. I got strict warning tonight, so I'm going real quickly and all these things. And let me just say to all our friends on social media, you know you are large and, of course, in charge as well. To all our friends on social media pages, we check out those people on Twitter. Check us out at Styles FM 961. If you do Instagram, follow us at Styles FM. And YouTube, of course, you can see the post show at Styles FM Radio. And for our friends on Facebook, check out Styles 96.1 and go to the fan page, leave your comment, watch the show, and just have fun with us here on Real Talk. I must say, of course, some big shout outs to all our great listeners all across the length and breadth of Jamaica. And on a little bit of sad note, to my friend Mr. McPherson, who is bereaving right now. We had to bury his aunt today under some real sad circumstances. May the Spirit of God be with you and comfort you throughout this very sad time, all right? And we go. Did I do well, Daddy Rude?
You know, you did excellent. Yes.
Big ups to all the people in St. Thomas right now. That's it.
you know, I think this is the first time.
Oh boy.
You know, so you don't look too bad from this distance.
Oh my goodness! Well, sit there every night, sir.
Yes,
please.
I'm thinking about it. You know, from this, I'm wondering if I need
an aerial view. It's a straight on view.
Yes,
so
and
the side view not working, don't it?
I don't think so.
Thank God we have her here to go in the middle so you can get the angle that you should be getting. So my co-host just gave me a compliment, probably the second time in all the years, no, third, I've worked with him. My head never looked too bad. I smell nice, and no, me not look bad from this angle. Thank you for the 3 compliments, sir.
I said distance.
From a distance. Never mind. All right. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, of course, you know the show is PG. Something. Yeah, rated A for adults only, right? So tonight we have with us a very, very unique and intriguing lady. She is a medical practitioner, medical doctor. She is from Kingston originally, but now presently she is residing in the beautiful parish of Portland. She came here and, of course, fell in love with the parish and among other things, yes. And she has decided to stay right here. She is a very dedicated practitioner, and from experience I can tell you, when it comes on to her work, she is thorough. As a matter of fact, I think she redefines the word thorough. I've never been to another doctor who sits with you and gets information to you, brings out the books and all these things, educate you while she is getting you sorted out if you're sick. And I learned recently that she was a teacher, and I felt extremely proud to know that she was a teacher. And should I say she is a teacher, because once you're a teacher, you will always be a teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, she has been practicing for over 12 years, and of course she did her studies in Cuba. All right, so you know that she not normal, she not ordinary, right? She speaks Spanish quite fluently. Okay, sí, señor. Okay, all right. I'm learning. I'm learning. And ladies and gentlemen, her name is Dr. Tracy Lumley. And of course, we say welcome, my lady, to Styles FM, and welcome to Real Talk. And Daddy Roo looks really, really decent tonight. Listeners, I know he will behave because our lovely lady is here with us. And I don't know if she has her syringe, but if he misbehaves, I'll just ask her to just stick him on that arm where I normally punch him when he misbehaves, right? To get that arm numb tonight. So, of course, you know, we are going to be going into our discussion. And tonight, our lovely doctor will be sharing with us as it relates to STDs. We call them STIs as well, sexually transmitted diseases. What some of these diseases are, or it is that we know or we can detect that we have, or if we suspect that we have one or might have contracted one, how do we go about seeing these signs and what to look for, some of the symptoms that we will feel, and of course, how we can ensure that we get ourselves, you know, medication and so on, medical assistance, so as to resolve the problem or the issues. And we learn later on too that there are some of them who really don't have much signs or even symptoms. So as we go into the discussion, please feel free. We'll give you the time to open the lines and give us a call, and feel free to ask your questions as we go along. So again, welcome, Dr. Lumley.
Thank you, Lady Cleo.
All right.
It's a pleasure to be here. Good night to your listeners and viewers.
Yes.
So, it was all radio, actually.
She's a gentle speaker. Yes. So don't mind that. All right. So what really are, you know, STDs?
Okay. Good night again to everybody. And a pleasure to be here. Well, STDs are sexually transmitted diseases, as you rightly said, or we can call them STIs, sexually transmitted infections. And they are, as the name rightly says, they're sexually transmitted for the most part, although some of them don't necessarily have to be sexually transmitted. But they are normally conveyed or passed on through, most of them through sexual contact, through body fluids being passed on, some of them through breastfeeding, you know, that kind of thing, the HIV and so on. And we'll go into a few of those, you know, and then they can be transmitted by bacteria, viruses, and even parasites in general.
Okay. So you're talking about like if you eat certain things that might have these bacteria or something like that?
No, usually they're sexually transmitted. So we're talking about anal, oral, genital, lower genital, because the upper genitals are the breasts, but the lower genitals. So when I say genital, we're talking about down there.
So are you
penis,
saying
vaginal transmission?
That it's not a myth that STDs could be transmitted via anally, via the anus?
No,
because there are people who are of the view that they can't contract an STD.
No, because the anus is not really a very clean area at all.
It is the dirtiest part, if you ask me. We could say that.
Yes, after the mouth. Or no, the mouth is after, sorry.
Yeah, the mouth is after.
That's what the anus first is.
All right. Wow. Okay, can you name some of these, the general ones that you probably have seen over the years where people normally come in to complain that, boy, doc, I feel, I think I have this, or I don't know what this is, I'm feeling so and so. What is it that I'm having?
Okay. Well, gonorrhea, or in Jamaica we say the clap, is a common one.
Clap or clamp?
Clap.
Oh, clap. Okay.
You have chlamydia. So it's maybe one of the most common ones, especially like in the USA and so on. And then we are so well connected with them. So it's becoming more acknowledged, more popular. You have the human immunodeficiency virus or HIV, and then that leads to AIDS. HIV and AIDS are not synonymous. HIV can complicate and become AIDS, and that's more the death sentence aspect of it.
Is another
more or
one
less.
human
Human papillomavirus. That might be the most common sexually transmitted disease, although it's just becoming popular now because we're talking about it being to start in schools among our teenage girls. Starting October 2, hopefully the government is it's not going to be mandatory or compulsory, but they're advising parents that their girls from age 11 or so, grade 7, could be vaccinated against. There are four out of maybe at least 40 different human papillomaviruses.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right, but the 4 main ones are the serotype or the strain, call it the serotype 1. You have the 6, the 16, and the 1, 11, 16, and the 18, sorry.
Okay. Wow.
And those are the ones that really cause the genital warts, which can lead to cervical cancer, or cancer of the cervix. The cervix is the mouth of the or the neck of the womb for the female. And so that's why it's important that women do their pap smears once they're sexually active. They are exposed to the virus, but they may not necessarily manifest the virus because your immunity factors in a lot. How your body's defense comes up to control or contain some of these, even the sexual ones. You could possibly have it be a carrier for years and not manifest the symptoms of a wart. But you could be passing it along to people, to partners, especially if you're promiscuous or you just have to be changing partners. You think you have to be changing partners.
Okay. You mentioned the pap smear, and how often would you say a woman should ensure that she does that?
It's generally advised once a year, but if there's a concern from a pap, if we see what we call dysplastic cells or cells that are looking like they're changing or about to morph, because they can possibly start changing, but they haven't reached, say, a cancer stage.
Right.
We would say, boy, repeat in 3 months, 6 months, it depends. Sometimes it's not even something necessarily sexually or something tumoral like that, or cancer causing, or a malignant, a hint of a malignancy. But you could have things that are more banal, like a bacterial vaginosis, which is not sexually transmitted, but it has to do with an imbalance of the flora or the flowers in the garden. I like to tell the ladies, because there are we have parasites, viruses, fungi, like yeast.
Yes.
Or thrush, that's a fungus, right, that live in the vagina. Okay. And we have things all over us and all inside of us. But they normally have the nice little department, and they're in their little shade or semi-shade spaces, but if they get interfered with or they become uncomfortable because the chemistry or the pH, the acidity of the vagina, for example, changes, you might see them overbreeding and manifesting themselves as a disorder or a disease.
It's now a little bit after 9:30. We're going to go to our first break in Real Talk. The time is brought to you by VJ Printing Services. Is this angle?
It's the doctor that information that you're getting. Or the
information overload.
Yeah.
So the time is brought to you by VJ Printing Services. It is now 9:31. Real Talk is sponsored by Native Audio and Stage Equipment Services. We'll soon come.
Architects, draftsmen, and surveyors, get your drawings printed in high-quality professional standards. We can satisfy your printing needs. Whether it is for presentation to your clients or for submitting building and subdivision application, make it VJ Printing Services. Whether drawing by hand or with computer-aided softwares, we will plot your negatives and print the copies as you need. We do high-quality white paper printing that is water-resistant and never fades, unlike traditional blueprint. For more information, call VJ Printing at 893-2266.
Universal Electrical and Plumbing Supplies will be having their end-of-month electrical special this Saturday. Come get your conduits, electrical wires, plugs, switches, breaker panels, LED bulbs, and all your household electrical needs at the lowest prices ever. Visit us at 1 Wharf Road, Marbay, St. Thomas. Entrance at Caressa Plaza. Call us at 734-0817 or 783-7649. Yes, it's Universal Electrical and Plumbing Supplies in their end-of-month electrical special. You can
it's here for the first time when Trevor and Shauna presents the ultimate fish fry and bingo party. This one called on December 23rd, 2017 at Sunshine Beach, Port Antonio, Portland. This one is a day and night affair. Ticket price $1,000. Music by less $5,000. Gates open at 11 a.m. Bingo starts at 8 p.m. $800 for VIP tickets sold at the gate with one top shelf drink. Cash prize include $200. Grand cash prize $800. If you need tickets for fish fry, you can contact 877-8003. Tickets are available at Total Port Antonio, Shoppers Pride Buffet, and Texaco Buffet. For complete auto repairs and services, come to Akon Auto Technology, located at 33 Bumble Crescent, Port Antonio, Jamaica. We offer specialist services in wheel alignment and wheel balancing, brake drum and disc rotary servicing, state-of-the-art ultrasonic cleaning and testing of your fuel injectors. We also stock an assorted range of auto service parts, tires, and motorcraft batteries. If we don't have it, we will source it for you. Call us at 876-715-5205 or email akonautotech16@gmail.com. Akon Auto Technology, beyond the typical auto mechanic shop.
Guess what? Styles FM has a new business number for you to call, text, and now WhatsApp. 518-2399. To advertise your business and events, call, text, or WhatsApp us on 518-2399. 518-2399. Don't forget, 518-2399.
Native Audio and Equipment Rental Services, now offering stage lighting and truss systems for your small and medium-sized events. Whether it's a stage show, concert, play, wedding, street party, or even club setting, you name it, we'll bring it to life. Call us at 871-5212 or 844-6531. Native Audio and Equipment Rental Services, proud sponsor of In the Know of the Law with Sergeant Delrose Green and Real Talk with Lady Cleo and Daddy Rude.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, all our listeners, welcome back to Real Talk. And in case you're just joining us, we're talking to Dr. Tracy Lumley, medical practitioner based right here in Portland, Port Antonio to be exact, Portland, Jamaica. And of course, we're talking about STDs or STIs, how it is that they are transmitted, how is it that we know that we have them. What are some of the STDs and what are some of the STIs that people who are sexually active will encounter and how to go about getting treatment and so on. So we are back. And just before the break, I had this next question for Doctor. And it's really an interesting one for me. Are STDs more common in men or women?
Oh.
Okay, well, as I was saying, I did not get to do the epidemiological stats. But
based on your experience in terms of frequency of, for example, how you see people coming in, you find that more men tend to have these problems or more women?
I think the women might have more problems. For one, or vaginas or womb areas tend to be like a reservoir in terms of the shape, and for that reason, unfortunately, we kind of store things. So, for example, if a man ejaculates or comes, as we say in Jamaica, comes into a lady, she can have that sperm, without a condom, without a barrier, or what we call a barrier method, something to bar and prevent the sexual fluids from connecting, or being left back. Right. She can have that sperm there for 3 days, and they can survive up to 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah, and for that reason, and then with our social system, our family, our home so broken, unfortunately, we have a lot of women who call it survival or the love or whatever, love, lust, and the whole fine line of that. They might have 5 children and it's 5 different men, and then those men have 5 other women, and so there's a big web. Yes. 5 5 20. You're basically having sex with, even spiritually, because I believe sex is a spiritual thing, not just physical. We just stay physical, and that's why we get into trouble. But then God said marry, and I'm of that belief, that you should marry and you have one partner. and you stick with that one partner unless this parts you. And so if you have all these multiple partners, in a sense, you're taking in some of these other things that are symptomatic or asymptomatic. And so these persons you're depositing as a woman, you're keeping and storing all of these things. So after a while, the worst that women don't really manifest easily a lot of these sexually transmitted diseases, and they have to rely on hopefully the maturity, the responsibility, the courage of their men, the honesty of their men to say, boy, I caught something. Because, for example, with the clap, a man might say, with the gonorrhea, a man may see symptoms of a discoloration. It might be greenish, yellowish, but it doesn't look right. It can be thick, but it's burning when he urinates. Doesn't necessarily smell for the gonorrhea, but it usually burns. That's how they usually know that. So, and then it looks pus-like, a more green yellow for most of the men. It can also look cream-colored. But then within maybe less than a week after sexual contact, the gentleman will know. Okay. But then he doesn't necessarily tell the woman because she might have it for years and not know as well that she has it. She might just have belly cramps, belly pains, and think, irregular period or something going on else there, or maybe a bacterial vaginosis can also have belly cramps, and then that's not sexually transmitted. So if the man doesn't tell her she's there, the bacteria is in there or whatever germ it is inside, affecting her, messing up her tubes. Wow. And her inside, and she's having just pain or maybe bleeding after sex, pain or bleeding during sex. She might have urinary tract infections often. She might have a lot of yeast infection or what seem like yeast-like infection, the itching, the burning, and she keeps us being repeatedly treated by the doctor.
Yes,
and unfortunately, as maybe an indictment on us doctors as well, sometimes we have to just stop and say, okay, do a sample and stop the guesswork, because in reality, I say medicine is a lot of hopefully intelligent guesswork. Yes. Because sometimes we can't wait on sample and results. We have to just treat and hope to guess correctly or guess correctly.
How does it look for the woman? Some of these discharges, though, for example, in the case of the chlamydia.
Or chlamydia, sexually transmitted by a bacteria. She may have burning on voiding or urination. She may not necessarily have a discharge.
Okay.
She might have an itch and think it's yeast every time, and it keeps coming back.
But that's but that's also something that the man would also know probably before, right?
He might have he might see little spots of blood or blood tinged urine or not, but he might have the burning. And then he can get so confused because depending on the age, you might think, is that your prostate if he's over 40 or 50? Okay. You understand? He might not necessarily see a discharge, but he has the symptoms that can confuse with so many other things that are sexual or not sexually transmitted. And I meant to say, I'm sorry, that sexually transmitted diseases usually occur because of unprotected sex or not having that barrier,
right, to prevent
defense, to prevent the skin to skin or the genital to genital.
But you might find the male or the female saying, boy, doc, nice without the condom, I can't manage the condom. The condom kill me, star.
And kill the spirit, the vibes.
Yeah, kill the vibes, But what would you say? I could be a doctor, couldn't I? She hears that all the time.
No, Cleo.
But what would you tell those people, though?
I mean, if I know, because my patients confide in me a lot, so I'm supposed to have a trusting face. Anyway, and then the confidentiality anyway. If they confess to me that, boy, they have other partners, I said, you have to think, please have a conscience. And I like to let them know about, the first commandment, which is do unto others as you like to do unto you. Suppose your woman is doing the same thing that you're doing to her now. Would you like it? And then, of course, the repercussions. If she caught something, she's not feeling symptoms, and she's giving it back to you and to the other partner, it's just interchanging. And it's passing along.
And that's the sad part.
And that's the sad part.
Really sad.
And then also for innocent babies that come out of it, it's not just the consequence of pregnancy, blessed as children are, but if you're not prepared, and sometimes birth defects that result because of diseases that are not detected.
So stick up in there, doc. So from what you just said, for persons who don't know, then birth defects with their babies can occur if it is that there is an untreated disease
Certain
within.
ones, yes.
Wow.
Like for gonorrhea, the same clap.
Wow.
It can
I didn't
cause
know.
blindness in the newborn.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I even believe that I had a patient before I had a patient that because of herpes. That she never, it wasn't typical because herpes is something that's very sinister.
Yes.
Very hard to detect. It can be in you for years.
Wow.
And I believe she might have had, and then unfortunately we don't routinely test for herpes in Jamaica. And the test is not that cheap. The confirmatory test, which is a polymerase chain reaction or PCR, it's only done by Carrigen at UA, Caribbean Genetics, which is at the University Hospital of the West Indies.
It's on dear.
It's a deerish. Yes. You know, it's not done on its own, as far as I know. It's done like as a panel, so you could do like a chlamydia and gonorrhea. Chlamydia and gonorrhea are always tested together because they love to travel together like hobbies, like chums.
Yeah.
You know, so if you get treated for chlamydia, you should get treated for gonorrhea, ideally by the doctor. You know, and then your partner, even if the partner has no symptoms because of the same problem, a lot of these symptoms a lot of diseases are asymptomatic or show no symptoms.
Okay.
So you as precaution, you treat the partner.
Yes.
You send treatment. So sometimes the men are rebelling and wondering, is she treating me? Why are you treating? Why doctor sending me some medication? But it's really just to protect everybody.
Everybody, because you're doing the open thing. You know,
Right. As far as we can figure out how far the chain goes.
So, Doc, if I were to come in and say, boy, I learned that herpes could be in me for a long time there, and I don't detect it because no signs, I'm not feeling any way. And I say to you, I just want to get some treatment just in the event that it's there. Can anything be done or be given to me to try to mitigate against that?
Well, because it's the herpes virus. There are different herpes. The whole family, it's really big. Even chickenpox is a type of herpes virus. The common chickenpox.
Yes.
Right, and that can convert to shingles. But that's not sexually transmitted. But just to show you how something kind of common and you think innocent-ish, and it's not so innocent because it stays in your nerve cells for the rest of your life.
Wow.
Once you have chickenpox, and then different stresses of life as you get older, you can actually converts to shingles, which becomes a nerve pain issue, and depending on where it lands, it can be pain for years. Sometimes it's hard to really quench the pain, and plus it's another route of transmitting chickenpox when it's active. So things like that. But anyway, back to the herpes. You have oral and genital herpes that we're talking about right now.
It's in your mouth.
Yes, the cold sore is a sign of oral herpes. So it can be there from your child.
Right.
You know, an adult who's infected or someone that's infected kisses just kissing you innocently, your own parents.
So people want to hear that
sharing cups
no make nobody a kiss up on a pitney them.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
And on the mouth, you know,
right.
that
No
kind
make
of thing.
nobody a kiss them,
Where the
touch
mucous
them up.
membrane is.
Right, play with a pitney and on a pitney go put the hand in their mouth and all them sitting and then the pitney go to school them a tease him saying have herpes.
So we can dispel the notion then that, because people are of the view that you have to be doing oral sex or you are doing oral sex while this thing is on your mouth.
No, you don't have to.
No, and that's a no-no.
No,
That's
but it
not-
can be.
It can be,
It
but
can
it's not necessarily
It's
that.
not necessarily
Right.
so, because as I said, children can have it because
Right.
just innocent kissing from
And
an
is that
infected adult or not, or another child.
is herpes a form of HPV?
No,
Okay.
it's different. A different type of virus, totally different family as well.
Okay.
You know, the problem with virus is why we you notice that we can
Because I
treat-
mentioned there are 40 types, so I was wondering if
There-
it comes from one of them.
No, that was just of the HPV alone.
Wow.
Okay.
You know, at least 40 types.
Yes.
You know, but with the herpes, it's a little tricky because these guys are small and smart. They're smaller than bacteria, so they can get into invade and get into your cells and kind of try to take over your DNA and like take charge. What is it, alien movies and these guys trying to get into the ship
Yes.
and control it. That's how viruses work, and so it's kind of hard to find cures for them because you have to get into the cell or destroy the cell in order to bust them open.
Okay.
And get them and get at them with whatever medication. And so that's why you notice that the things that can't be treated tend to be viral. We can use antibacterials or antibiotics to treat the ones that are bacterial based, and they behave and they're gotten rid of. Gonorrhea is bacterial based, chlamydia, syphilis, if you catch it in time, because you can have syphilis, for example, for 40 years and not show, and not know that you have it necessarily, until it may manifest into some nerve damage or big organ damage, you know. So it can complicate. You can have it for years. HIV, maybe you could be a carrier for 20 years before it manifests, and that was the problem in the 80s. We were just hearing about it in the 1980s, but you really saw numbers, the figures coming up in near 2000 of the reality of the situation. So all this time, persons never knew they had it because they weren't showing signs necessarily. Okay. You know, which can be like flu-like symptoms, and because HIV attacks your immunity, you might just have like a flu, regular flu more often than normal. You're wondering what happened to your body coming down, as we would say. Maybe lesions on the skin eventually, or in the mouth, different things, you know, on the legs, depending on the stage of the disease and your immunity. And then it was being transmitted again, ignorantly, innocently, because people did not know. You know, over a 20-year period.
I have a question. I think it's going to be difficult to answer, but
I trust in God.
Is there any disease that you can say, okay, two persons who are pure,
as in virginal,
right, to get? It just happens, because some of the times we wonder, where did it start? Okay. How did it come about?
Right. As I said, there are a few sexually transmitted diseases that are not necessarily transmitted by sex alone. Sometimes it's they're not transmitted by like a hot tub kind of thing, or, necessarily. And the main thing is transfer of sexual fluid or body fluids, such as, that's a sperm and vaginal fluid, or fluid, saliva, sorry. And it's in the HIV, the breast milk is unfortunately a source of transmission. So HIV positive mothers, they can't breastfeed. They're not allowed to breastfeed because, it's not a case where the baby's going to get immunity breastfeeding, the baby's going to catch it.
Okay.
So that bond, that's important. That bond gets lost with for the mother, in terms of breastfeeding and so on. We have to tell them they can't. They have to just bottle feed.
Okay.
All right. If it is that, say, a partner, a female starts seeing this unusual discharge, say a creamish or yellow discharge, it's not necessarily fair for her to say that it's the man who gave something to her, is it?
No, because you still have to confirm it.
Right.
I'd begun to say that you have different tests, but then they're not cheap. That Carrigen does. And they group them together in panels. So depending, you have different costs. The cheapest one might be about $8,700.
Wow.
To test maybe four, but there can be other things, because you have so many other diseases that we don't really talk about, but they're there, and sometimes they're causing problems, and we're misdiagnosing a lot. So until you do a swab of the urethra, or what comes out of the penis then, or you do a cervical swab or from the cervix of the woman, or vaginal swab, an oral swab depending, or an anal swab. And send that to the lab now for microscopic study and so on. You really can't identify. And then sometimes it has to be a DNA type. Usually it has to be maybe a DNA type study. Sometimes you can use urine for certain tests. It doesn't have to be a blood test. Some certain tests are urine based. So, Jamaicans are kind of needle phobic a lot, especially our men. There are certain tests that we can do
the average Jamaican would not necessarily just readily go and do those tests, as you said, because they might be a little bit more.
And they might know that they should test for those things. Like, for example, mycoplasma genitalium. I'm realizing that is maybe a source of burning and itching. You might not have a colored discharge, it might just be a normal looking discharge, but there's this discomfort, and you get treated by the antifungals for the thrush or the yeast or the candida, and it's still coming back. But it could be another bacteria like that is there, that is in the urethra, the urinary tract or the genital tract, because it's not even common. Sometimes a doctor will forget about it too.
As a
Yeah,
common.
but it's an antibiotic that can be used, a common, fairly cheap antibiotic that can be used.
Question. Because I remember we had a show once and we were discussing men when they use the bathroom to urinate. You know, because I can confess, when I urinate, I get tissue and dry. And you see, them laugh off of me. You see it already?
It's funny.
Them laugh off of me.
Lord.
And I said, no, me do that because I said, I think, you know, in terms of the urine itself, it can, you know, the foreskin or wherever it is, you know, you can. I think I think it's clean to do that. You know,
Do you have a healthy granana? I'm just asking. Because if you dry, that means you try to take away the excess urine from re-entering and possibly leading to
something. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is there something that, you know, where you know?
It doesn't matter if he dries or not, really. I don't think.
I mean,
so.
once he doesn't have an infection, because urine is can be a source of infection.
Right.
You know, so once you dry in whatever way they're gonna drip and dry, or so. You know, I mean, it's just better hygiene, really. I think. You know, so if you have to use, if you use tissue, I think that's a good thing.
Because
I understand the question correctly.
No, because me tell my virgin say, you know, for them thing, probably that's why cheesy. My thing is cheesy. So that me tell us, I mean, I have no, what we call back in days, no custody and all that. So I mean, I have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's the name of it?
Wait, name?
Smegma.
See, the
That's a
name,
nice
the
name
name never sound good. None, child.
Smegma. Like it smells.
Smegma, boy, move from your son.
That's one of the benefits of circumcision, because you wouldn't have all of that flap of extra tissue to deal with. You know. So good hygiene, bathing, rolling it over, which is something that parents should encourage with their young boys.
Yeah.
That they should, you know, don't force it and tear it off. You know, I mean, you have until they're about 5 years old to maybe see if it rolls on its own more freely and loosens more. But you just kind of tease and tug it and encourage him when he can bathe himself to kind of tease it and then bathe the area, dry it off, and just to be very sanitary.
Okay, so this because I'm not sure if I get the circumcision thing part so good enough. When the penis is flaccid or it's not erect, isn't there a foreskin over it still? Because it's not erect. When it gets erect and it comes up, if you're circumcised, you will not see any flesh at all.
Because they would have cut off, circumcision would have cut off that flap of skin, so there's nothing to roll back and forth.
Oh. So if it gets erect and you still have to be rolling back, that means they weren't circumcised.
Yes.
Okay.
And then as well, when he's not erect, when he's relaxed and so on, he should ensure that the foreskin, if he has one, is bad, because it can stay there, and depending on certain circumstances can even get tightened around it and create a circulatory issue and cut off the circulation related to the penis. You know, that condition is called paraphimosis.
Does that affect sexual activity?
He wouldn't be thinking about it because he'd be in so much pain.
Okay.
Like it's swollen and everything.
Ouch.
It's like a band of it, an elastic band. And then, you know, if he happens to get erect, you know, sees a nice girl passing by and then he's erect with this band there, he's in trouble.
But would you say that happens to a man who's not really active? This band growing around it if he's not really getting any form of
maybe if
activity.
he has a tight foreskin in the first place. So like if he didn't maybe practice, it doesn't mean that you necessarily get a looser foreskin from retracting and practicing either. It just has to do also with the elasticity of the tissue around of the foreskin itself, or the prepuce is the right name for it. So that's why we just encourage, if you're gonna keep this, let him not be circumcised, your sons, well then encourage him to wash under there, make sure the smegma is not there, and collecting other germs and the grime from just like how you'd wash under your arm, you know. We all collect grease and grime. And
I'm glad you said that, Doc, because some men just think that it's the vagina alone that is not. The vagina isn't clean and they carry on. They love this thing so much and they can't do without it. But then sometimes they carry on like the vagina is the only place that can be unclean and germy. You know. But I'm glad to know tonight that, you know, the tili can also be phlegmatic.
And then that's another way that we transmit sexually transmitted disease, because our men, as you say, don't necessarily like to wear the condom, the external condom, which is a male condom. Remember, there's a female condom.
Femidom, right.
You know, that you have to practice as an internal kind of condom.
Right.
But that's one way to cut down the risk of transmitting other things to your partner or unfortunately partners if you have that kind of lifestyle.
One of our
It's not encouraged.
One of our listeners saying, boy, apparently, where's the text? Something about bon after run or something, sometimes duck.
Baker. That's it. Okay.
Oh Lord, somebody doing some big ups there. Doc, little bon after run, you know. So the first commandment kind of watered down when it comes to relationship. Just be careful that you don't end up watering down when you catch something, all right? Be careful.
Make sure you can take the baking.
You can take the
heat.
Yes, definitely. Somebody also endorses what Daddy Rude says. For real, Daddy Rude, after I urinate, I always use my wash rag and dry it, then wash it out. All right. So another hygienic gentleman there who I guess has no smegma. None. All right, that's good.
And then it can be quite smelly. So just like how how a woman, the men might say, "Boy, turn up their noses to the woman and say, well, you know."
Yes, women, turn your noses up now.
It can be offensive. Yes, it can be smeggy. I like that.
But do, gentlemen, I created that word, right?
You have to go patent it.
Patent it, definitely. Just to say though, men, nothing is wrong if you know, clean up your teely after you, and teely sounds very small, so let me not offend anybody.
The penis.
Yeah, your penis and your member and your grananas, right? Make sure you wash up and clean it up after so that you don't go around smelling. Because some men just think they must just go so when they pee and just go so zin, 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 and then just push it in the pants and that's it.
That's
you know?
And then our men, I would hope that they would stop urinating on the roads.
Yes.
They don't have anything to wash hand, anywhere to wash hand, or even do a good flash off then.
Duck.
You know, and them in the bush and a kind of fly or a mosquito, I don't know.
Duck.
And dirt.
Straight up.
We need to learn more self-control as men. Why do women have to hold it up and reach a bathroom? Why
Yes, and can't bend down just anywhere.
I never wait upon judgment. They be guilty of that all of it today. But I have my wipes in my vehicle. Always have that.
All right, Daddy Rude. Oh, this is UL Jackson, by the way, people talking right now.
Yeah, man, we are waiting when the duck gone.
I told you.
Not pretend right now, you know. Like, you know, ladies and gentlemen, it is now 10 o'clock. We're going to our other break. The time is brought to you by VJ Printing Services. And remember, Real Talk is sponsored by Native Audio and Stage Equipment Services.
Stick and stay.
Yep.
Architects, draftsmen, and surveyors, get your drawings printed in high-quality professional standards. We can satisfy your printing needs. Whether it is for presentation to your clients or for submitting building and subdivision application, make it VJ Printing Services. Whether drawing by hand or with computer-aided softwares, we will plot your negatives and print the copies as you need. We do high-quality white paper printing that is water-resistant and never fades, unlike traditional blueprint. For more information, call VJ Printing at 893-2266.
Guess what? Styles FM has a new business number for you to call, text, and now WhatsApp. 518-2399. To advertise your business and events, call, text, or WhatsApp us on
518-2399. 518-2399.
Don't forget, 518-2399.
Somebody walk into my life and he's right on time.
Hey, this is your girl, Natisha Stream. Check out my new single, Tonight I Give In, on the Naya Bless recording label. Available in August. And now playing on Styles FM. For bookings, you can contact nayablessedmusic@gmail.com or you can call 215-888-8432. Facebook, it's Natisha Stream or Natisha Irving. Instagram, Natisha_Stream.
And tonight I give in to the feeling.
Good day, driver. You notice that you're parking in a no parking zone. You know, so you can get a ticket for this, sir.
Really, officer? I just want to pick up some hardware supplies, you know. Do me a beg you. Give me a blind, no?
So if you need hardware supplies, why you don't go to Ramtula Super Center and hardware?
Ramtula
Super Center and Hardware, 34 Folly Road, Port Antonio, Portland. We stock a wide range of products at the best prices in town. At Ramtula's Hardware, experience the 3 C's: comfort, competitive prices, and convenience. Ramtula Super Center and Hardware opens 8 a.m. to midnight, 7 days per week. Call 715-5132. Email ramtulasupercenter@gmail.com. Remember, we have the best prices in town.
Don't miss the adrenaline rush with the musical ingenious digital tea. Saturdays, right here on Styles FM from 4 to 8 p.m. Remember the uprising artists and new music segment from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Also mixed journal hour from 6 to 7 p.m. And the party hour from 7 to 8. Come, Styles FM. Digital tea. Our pray. Look, man.
Native Audio and Equipment Rental Services, now offering stage lighting and truss systems for your small and medium-sized events. Whether it's a stage show, concert, play, wedding, street party, or even club setting, you name it, we'll bring it to life. Call us at 871-5212 or 844-6531. Native Audio and Equipment Rental Services, proud sponsor of In the Know of the Law with Sergeant Delrose Green and Real Talk with Lady Cleo and Daddy Rude.
We're back. Welcome back to Real Talk. We are talking to the lady, Dr. Tracy Lumley, and of course, medical practitioner based right here in Port Antonio, Portland, Jamaica. And later on, I will give you our address, our business address, of course, and the phone number that you can call to get in touch with this very, very thorough and efficient doctor. And for the people who say, boy, they want somebody nice and pleasant and who won't just start right as I hear, doctor, I have a pain in my... I think you even finish talking where you have the pain. Yes, your prescription start right. This is not that kind of doctor, and I can attest to that. All right? Did you see Doctor... Is a Dr. Rude here? There's a Dr. Cleo in the making here. Now, Doc had some advice for the men as it relates to circumcision. And let's hear that from her right now.
Okay, thank you. Good night again, all. I would recommend that our men try to get circumcised, not necessarily for spiritual reasons, although that is the basis of it, but also for the medical reasons, health reasons, because that same flap of skin, the extra foreskin, it entraps so many things it can, even despite washing. And because you can't necessarily wash away a sexually transmitted disease. These things stick to your cells and do all kinds of things, depending on the type of disease again. As I said, the viruses will go into your cells, the bacteria might stick on the outside, and some things don't have a cure. But it's much more hygienic, healthier. It's even more sensitive for you guys. You'll have, since, for those who have a one steady partner, as advised, and then you decide to go unprotected, you trust each other, so you can go bareback. The sensitivity is better for the men. It's more enhanced when they are circumcised anyway. And then it also reduces, that's what I've been told.
No,
and medically, for the most part.
That doesn't mean we're going to reach to the peak too quick, man.
But you must have, you must know if you draw breaks, brother.
Draw breaks, of course. A good driver can draw breaks.
And then the two of you can come together or whatever it is, rejoice, Hallelujah. And then again, there's a reduced risk for your wife, your partner, the female, when the gentleman is circumcised. And of course, not promiscuous anyway. It doesn't make any sense to do all of that, and you, in a sense, you expose yourself more to other jobs if you don't have that extra foreskin too. So it's about being mature and responsible and trustworthy, trusting yourself, trusting your partner, and knowing that, okay, I'm going to be a one-on-one burner or whatever it is.
One of our listeners sent me a message here in relation to boys being vaccinated for HPV. I realize that it's not offered.
Not yet, because the HPV vaccine is actually privately. I think it's over $16,000.
Okay.
And if the government is offering to give the girls starting and phasing it in,
for free.
I think yes, for free. I think it would be advised that the parents take that on. And then, unfortunately, our girls are being coerced into sexual activity too early.
Too early, man.
You know, way before, from 10, 11, you have to be worrying and wondering. And so it does reduce the risk. It's actually 3 vaccines that you have to take within a 6-month period.
Okay.
The second one is within 1 to 2 months after the first and
one.
then the third one within that 6 months from the first.
Oh.
So it's really a series of vaccines. And Gardasil is one, Gardasil 9, there's another one called Separax or something like that. But yes, boys, because the boys are part of the transmission. As I said, HPV, or the human papillomavirus, is maybe the most sexually transmitted.
Does it affect men?
Potentially the most sexually, yes. So that's where the women getting it from.
Wow.
I mean,
Well,
fine, you
I
have
mean-
homosexual relations and so on, and that's another sphere and another night.
In another show.
But,
Yes.
Well,
but yes, the boys actually should maybe be given.
well, what
I
does
think in
what's the
countries,
effect does it have on males?
Well, it should be the same as with females. It's actually about prevention. Because as I said,
No, I
we're
mean,
all,
in relation to the cervical cancer, does it affect men? Is there any?
No.
Where those carriers?
It's not that you're carrying because you don't have a cervix. It's about the cell changes that occur at the cervix, because the cervix is such a delicate tissue and exposed to so many things. You know, between menstrual this and the hormonal changes every month that influence it, and then exposure to, you know, the different, whatever the partners are. Even the sperm cell, in a sense, is even can be a female can be even allergic to her husband's sperm, so to speak, because it's different chemistry. The vagina is a fairly acidic, not acid to burn you, but it's an acidic, chemically speaking, environment, and sperm are more alkaline, which is the opposite.
Okay.
Right. So when they come together, acid and alkali kind of. That's the idea, neutralize in terms of when you fertilize an egg, and you're talking about getting pregnant together and all of that.
All right, we have a caller on the 954. Good. Lost the caller? All right. She also, well, I had another question. Just before the question, this comment from this very humorous texter says, Doc, me did I go try get circumcised with you, but I don't have the heart. What if they miss and slice a piece of the tool? Mercy. That's not a question. That sounds like a question that we would have asked. I don't think the doctors would be so, you know,
they would
incompetent.
be very careful.
Yes.
You might be well endowed enough, I hope, sir. That's
So you have peace
can
left.
see the difference.
You have peace left.
You know, they shouldn't just chop and slice
Oh,
off.
Lord.
They will take the time, make sure they differentiate.
Yes,
The tip.
yes. The tip from the skin and all
from
that.
the actual shaft of the penis.
Doc,
and so.
one of the things growing up, well, in my era, oral sex was taboo, right? I think now it's more anal sex that's taboo. In relation to,
Hardly.
and it's getting the.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, the
We
caller
have the
coming
caller
back.
coming back.
So, 'cause-
Caller on the 954. Good night. You're on air. Welcome to Styles and to Real Talk.
Hello, caller.
Hello, caller. Oh, we're not sure what's happening with this call, but
All right,
all right,
gonna
we
get
do
back.
invite you to call back as soon as you can, all right? In the meantime, though, we were talking earlier about medication, taking antibiotics for a particular, you know, say STD or so, and sex. Should people really, really engage in sex when they're on medication?
For an STD.
For an STD, that is, right?
No, because you should actually try to allow the medication. Usually it's an antibiotic because we hardly have any antivirals.
Okay.
Because as I said, it's hard to treat viruses because they are inside the cell. So it means killing off the cells or killing off half of the person just to get to this thing.
Wow.
So it's more antibacterials or antibiotics that person, or a bacterially induced sexually transmitted disease we're talking about. The person who's affected or infected should actually take the medication as prescribed to the end, unless there's a side effect, and then get back to the doctor and all to stop and go on
and
with
leave
your
it like
business.
that.
Right, let the doctor know, because there usually are other options that might work for you. But then at the same time, they should also refrain from having sex right away because your body needs to come back to and normalize, naturalize itself even after the antibiotic. It has to deal with antibiotic, which creates issues for the body to contend with the defense, its own defense, and it has to try and get back normalize after it gets rid of the invasion by the sexually transmitted disease in the first place. And so in a lot of cases, it's recommended for one, the partner should be treated, whether the partner has symptoms or not. So, gentlemen, if the woman comes home with the prescription for you as well, it's not that she's cheating on you. Doctor sent it to help both of you and to contain any problems and prevent any complications and discomforts, okay? So you can enjoy yourself sooner than later. And then as well, for some cases, certain diseases, it's best that you even do some kind of testing, swab, serology test, the same DNA or RNA type of testing, but it's about the money sometimes too. That's the affordability to confirm that the as I said, we were saying before, that the antibiotic took, that you actually responded well to the antibiotic. In a lot of these cases, especially with penicillins, for example, the gonorrhea bacteria, the gonococcus bacteria, the clap, it's becoming resistant to penicillins. And so we might treat you and you might think that you're treated, but it might not necessarily be so, unfortunate.
One of the, it's not necessarily controversial, but in terms of from medical practice, because a lot of persons are moving a lot now to herbal treatments. Do you know of any herbal treatment for STIs, STDs? Because a lot of persons will say, boy, just go take some of that, man.
Drink some of that bush there.
Yes. And we're not asking for something that, I know doctors won't write a prescription for things, but if in terms of heard of any.
No, and I'm a lot into herbs myself. I'm not trained in anything, but I believe that in the power of plants and nature and so on, and food. You know?
True.
So I subscribe to that. But I think with sexually transmitted diseases, it means that your body's defense cannot manage, and it's going to need that outside help, unfortunately. What you could do in terms of the diet and, of course, your lifestyle after that, avoid the promiscuity and so on, but have foods that are going to boost your immunity so that your body can defend. As I said earlier, the human papillomavirus, they said everybody who, the claim is that everybody who's sexually active will be exposed to an HPV virus. But is it going to be the one that will cause genital warts or the sexually transmitted type form, or is it that is your immunity going to be strong enough to keep it at bay? You know, so it doesn't stick and stay.
Is there any truth? Is there any truth to what was being said about a month or so ago when the pink eye virus was very prominent
it's
here?
Not necessarily a virus alone. There's a bacterial form.
A bacterial form.
Potentially, it depends on the signs and the symptoms.
Person was saying that they were treating it with urine.
That sounds like when you have what you call it? Anyway, no. I mean, ideally, urine should be what we call sterile. But it's not really hygienic to do so. I can't really encourage that.
It's a waste.
The waste in the urine if you don't use it.
No. The urine itself is a waste product.
It's a waste product. It's a waste product.
So I don't know how.
So if you're healthy, it basically should be relatively clean. But it's still waste.
Right.
And to waste it should go. All right. And your eyes are very delicate organ. It absorbs a lot of things. So if there's anything else sexually transmitted that could transmit in the urine, as I said, you can use urine to do some of these tests to confirm that you have these things. So if you're infected and you're going to use the urine to try to find the pink eye, you have a gonorrhea.
Oh, Lord, another problem.
Yes. You're washing the eye, you can actually get those things in your eye.
Wow.
You actually have uveitis as a complication of gonorrhea.
I'm really glad that you said it because...
But that's more because of chronicity and not so much, well, I have to investigate if you can get it that way.
I'm really glad that you said that because that's where my question was going to go before we got the call. Where disease that are at the vaginal or the penis, can it be transferred to the mouth?
Yes, if your mouth goes under, yeah. I'm sorry, yes.
All of them?
The mouth goes.
Yes, usually.
Okay,
because
so
what you need is, as I said, body fluids and somewhere that is usually moist. And if there's a break in the area for the vagina or the anus, unfortunately, for or the penis, it's a lot of friction that goes on, a trauma that goes on to the cells in that area and the tissues. And so if there's a break in the skin and one of the partners has a sexually transmitted disease, you can transmit it into the bloodstream of the person because that break of skin. So similarly in the mouth, you're brushing your teeth and you had that little scratch and you decide to do cunnilingus or, have some oral sex tonight. You can, and the partner is infected again, you can transmit, for example, that's how even oral herpes and genital herpes, lower genital herpes get transmitted, types 1 and 2. They can get, you can end up with both types at once.
Okay.
Although there's a theory that even the type 1, which is the oral or cold sore one that we were talking about earlier, can actually transmute into type 2.
Okay.
And depending on the circumstances, so if you might have the cold sore, but you don't have the genital one, but somehow you introduce the herpes 1, type 1 down there, because you put your partner put the mouth down there. Under certain circumstances that can possibly stay there, not showing any signs for a few years, but your immunity drops years after you become diabetic or, God forbid, HIV positive. These are immunocompromising diseases.
Okay.
And so that can actually maybe manifest under certain conditions. They're thinking that it can convert then or mutate into type 2. So there's a relation between type 1 and type 2 under certain circumstances, in theory.
All right, because listening is kind of traumatic, but it's reality. Persons who have met each other, total strangers, meet each other, right, and decide they're gonna start a relationship. What do you recommend to these people?
Hold hands. Okay, no, okay.
Apart from holding hands.
You still have some diseases that are transmitted skin to skin.
Yes, skin to skin.
Right, you have, we don't really talk about it a lot, but things like
H1.
crabs or pubic lice.
Wow.
It's not necessarily sexual, it's sexually transmitted. Or scabies, I put scabies even in sexually transmitted diseases.
Look here.
Zika virus is sexually is now considered as sexually transmitted. Crab louse.
Oh, okay.
Look here.
It can be skin-to-skin contact. Scabies, skin-to-skin contact, it can be sexually transmitted.
Wow.
You understand?
Oh, wow.
Just because you're in a close contact.
Yes.
It could be in a prison. It could just be in a close quarters. You're in a military base and, that kind of, barracks situation or so on. So it doesn't have to be sexual transmitted, but it's something that's by sexual contact, as in body fluids or so. But skin-to-skin contact, you can transmit certain things that are sexually related. They have that sexual transmission aspect to them. So those are like parasites. Those are mites or lice.
Yes.
The scabies and the crabs and the crab louse, the pubic lice, and they can be transmitted sexually.
So where people meet, say for example, I meet Cleo or my girl Jano from a distance.
From
you
a
look really
distance,
nice.
better and better.
Better, right? I'm check for you, and you say, boy, daddy rode a long time. I check for you to say that.
Long time I check for you, man.
Yeah, man, I didn't know, man. You see
Too
me?
late.
What do we do there? Do we just
jump in?
Yes. What would you recommend?
Okay, I'm gonna go medical and moral because I usually do. I do recommend. Sex to me is the proof of the final proof of the love, and I prefer to recommend people to marriage. Something serious and everlasting, hopefully. I might sound old-fashioned, but that is how I am, and that's proven that works because abstinence makes sense. The only safe sex is no sex at all, which is abstinence. The condoms are not 100% absolutely anything. Yes. Oral contraceptives, the pearl and those tablets or the injection, the depot, and so on, will not prevent sexually transmitted diseases because they are not barrier methods. Right. The condom, the external condom or the male condom or even the female condom, maybe a dental dam for persons who do anal stuff or more on the homosexual side. Those are more recommended if they're going to go down there, that they put in this device called a dam to kind of hopefully reduce the risk of sexual transmission.
So these women who actually swallow then?
Or sex workers, for example.
Yeah, these women who swallow the
the sperm and so on.
They're putting themselves at
risk.
Oh Lord.
And there are things like throat cancers, their mouth cancer. I think there are some movie stars the other day, two of them. what's his name? Anyway, movie stars. And they alluded that they admitted that they were much into the oral sex, and I think one had throat cancer, and the doctor said it was related to that. You know, maybe he had multiple partners as well, and maybe.
And knowing them, they probably would.
Yeah, you know, questionable partners or activities then.
One person is asking, Doc, if at what age is it too old to get circumcised?
No, ideally, it's a God thing, right? As I say, it started as spiritual base, and medicine is just catching up and proving it to be correct. On the Jewish law, in Jewish tradition, it's normally at 8 days old.
Yes.
That the male baby is circumcised. And there's a reason. Medically, no, is because on day 8, that's when the vitamin K kicks in from the newborn liver. And that's usually a baby that is mature, born 40 weeks or 38 to 40 weeks, not a premature baby necessarily. By day 8, the vitamin K comes in, which prevents bleeding out. Vitamin K is important for clot to form clots, because once you cut that, it can be a slightly bloody, you know, or it looks scarily bloody, but it's not you're dying out or anything. But the clotting factor is important to make sure that things heal up faster and so on at day 8 for a newborn.
Okay. And
so that is maybe the best time, and maybe the least uncomfortable, painful time. Maybe less pain compared to when you're an adult, when the gentleman is an adult, because he might have maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks of discomfort and
so he can still
pain.
do it though at an older age.
Yes, he can still do it.
But it might be a bit more painful and discomforting.
Yeah, it might be, yes.
And you won't be able to have any sex for about
2 weeks
or maybe more how you heal.
Depends on how you heal.
So, but if it is that
it's medication, antibiotics, anti-inflammatories, and rest.
Right.
Just resting.
Rest, no sex, right? Yeah. So if you can manage that, sir, and go and see Dr. Lumley too. She'll advise you and counsel you as to how to get through that period after you've done that circumcision, if you so desire, right?
I'll send it to my urologist.
One of our listeners wanted to know if genital warts can be treated with over-the-counter drugs.
Not effectively, no.
Okay. Not effectively.
No, it's normally prescription. Well, you have prescription drugs that you use, antivirals. I think things like Aldara, and they can be quite expensive, and sometimes they don't necessarily work either effectively, for different reasons. But there are some options. There are also other therapies that are not necessarily pharmaceutical. You have some freezing kind of methods. We call it cryotherapy. You have chemicals that kind of freeze, help desiccate and dry out the thing. And you have to maybe go and apply it weekly or something until it drops off. I have heard, I don't even want to recommend it because we might go do that and not go to the doctor.
Right, so don't tell them.
It actually came from a urologist using vitamin C tablets and actually using it on the wart. Garlic is excellent inside and out, but garlic will go right through everything.
I can recommend something.
What's that, doctor? Wannabe?
You remember, I don't know if people raise fowl, right? And back in the days when fowl have yars, you'd use lime and blue and blue, the blue we use and pan the
clothes?
Pan the
clothes. Are you kidding me?
And you put that pan the yars and after a while it drop off.
It's possible.
Yeah.
And yours is a form, is related to the syphilis bacteria.
Sister, me a doctor, my girl. Uno hear what? Not Dr. Lumley, you know. I'm me.
Rating Dr. Lumley.
Get blue and lime.
Oh, jeez. Homemade doctors, homemade remedy doctors, can I tell you? Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Dr. Lumley, Tracy Lumley, medical practitioner. She practices at 28 Summerstown Road, right across from the Marksman complex on Summerstown Road. About a 2-3 minutes walk from the Seventh-day Adventist Church, right? She's on the right going up. And as I said, right across from the Marksman. You can't miss her. her place at all. Very comfortable, yes. Recently renovated, yes.
She's
I've
there.
been there.
You're there at what time? Because docs normally have a certain time.
Time, yes. What time do you operate?
Okay, my nurse and staff are there from Mondays to Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay. And the number
Otherwise,
of
I
course.
work eight days per week.
Okay.
993.
8 days per week.
993-2224.
Yeah, she does work 8 days per week.
993-2224.
And please, you can bring your kids in. You can come in with your adults, your family members,
So
mommy,
she's
daddy.
a general practitioner.
I'm a general practitioner. And
Yes.
there are other services because we try to, we're kind of naturopathic there. So we have
orthopedic.
We have an orthopedic surgeon who comes in on a first and a third Tuesday.
Okay.
We have a urologist who deals with prostate issues, bladder issues, anything below kidney, and is like equivalent to a male gynecologist. Then.
Right.
She is there, Dr. Hope Russell. She's there on one Saturday per month, but it will vary.
Okay.
So she's coming tomorrow, for example, but she's booked out. So it's only by appointment. And then we even have a physiotherapy service that we started 2 months ago on a Tuesday and a Monday. Mrs. Yvonne Campbell. Our orthopedic surgeon is Dr. Fidel Fraser.
Yes.
And everybody's coming from Kingston or St. Catherine to serve.
Wow.
Actually, so I'm really glad and appreciate those persons. And we have a natural therapy that is in-house. Aubrey Oliver with his assistant Nikisha Aldridge, and they do a coma therapy. That's kind of different. We did have an acupuncturist in our office, my office, Bill, but he unfortunately passed away within a month of starting.
Really?
Yeah. And we have acupuncture-based therapy that uses energy, magnetic, infrared, and cold laser energies and ultrasound energies for healing. So it's painless healing using acupuncture, but without needles.
Okay.
Right. So we help our high
Patients.
schoolers that are on the athletic teams and cheerleaders,
and
and so we try and contribute through, to some.
I think
there.
Doc, what I'm looking for the next visit that you have with us is to discuss hereditary diseases.
Diseases. Yes.
Right? Yes.
You're going to give me some.
And
so, because it's something that we had discussed before, and what are some of these? And we're saying that some of the times persons would like to know, or probably need to know what their partner or their relatives, have on the family tree, to see if it's something that they actually want to go in a relationship with someone like me.
Yes. Okay. Or some other hereditary disease. And just before, of course, we let the doctor get some rest for her job tomorrow, we want to give you the opportunity to call in, though, a few minutes, just about 5 or so minutes. We can open the phone lines. Of course, the local line is 453-1444. You can call in and ask Doc a question if you have a burning issue based on what we've been discussing earlier. And, of course, the overseas number is 954-338-7973. The phone lines are open. We go to our 10:30 break. 5 minutes for the calls.
Some questions to ask the doc about our Vox Pop.
Alrighty.
All right, it is now 10:30, ladies and gentlemen.
The time is brought to us by VJ Printing Services, and Real Talk is sponsored by
Native Audio and Stage Equipment Services.
Soon come.
Architects, draftsmen, and surveyors, get your drawings printed in high-quality professional standards. We can satisfy your printing needs. Whether it is for presentation to your clients or for submitting building and subdivision application, make it VJ Printing Services. Whether drawing by hand or with computer-aided softwares, we will plot your negatives and print the copies as you need. We do high-quality white paper printing that is water-resistant and never fades, unlike traditional blueprint. For more information, call VJ Printing at 893-2266.
Guess what? Styles FM has a new business number for you to call, text, and now WhatsApp. 518-2399. To advertise your business and events, call, text, or WhatsApp us on
518-2399. 518-2399.
Don't forget, 518 2399.
Holy golly! Your Saturdays will never be the same again. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Styles FM. Get the showdown. Social commentary. Tune for tune.
No ice cream sound. Good morning, teacher. Long time teacher.
E-Edge, your love with love songs. All happening.
Let them touch your soul.
Between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. on the People Station, Styles FM, 96.1, 96.5, 96.7. Only the smooth sailing with Colin Anthony. Shaka to the fame.
One of the things I've done. One of the things I've done. Mama just come.
From Portmore City to Uptown.
Galaxy Entertainment in association with Rumba Rum and Styles FM presents an exclusive awesome Monday at the club, Hampton Court, St. Thomas. This Monday, October 2, 2017, featuring Galaxy Sound with Jazzy Vibes and Chapo. It's a cartel edition, club style. Drink the Rumba Rum responsibly and indulge with the girls. Must be 18 and older to enter. See you there.
Must be 60. Now me when niggas are pressure my girlfriend.
Native Audio and Equipment Rental Services, now offering stage lighting and truss systems for your small and medium-sized events. Whether it's a stage show, concert, play, wedding, street party, or even club setting, you name it, we'll bring it to life. Call us at 871-5212 or 844-6531. Native Audio and Equipment Rental Services, proud sponsor of In the Know of the Law with Sergeant Delrose Green and Real Talk with Lady Cleo and Daddy Rude.
Oh, welcome back to Real Talk. And of course, we had our off-air, always interesting off-air discussions, can I tell you? So we open the phone lines right about now. And in the meantime, while the calls are going to be coming in shortly, Daddy Rude has a question to throw. Charmy, or Vox Pop tonight, Daddy Rude will share with us, or should Lady Cleo share?
You read better.
Sure. The Vox Pop for tonight, we share. Well, the call interrupted that one. We have the caller on 954. Hello, caller. Good night. Welcome to Real Talk.
Hey, Cleo, what's up?
Hi, Dan. How are you? You have a question for the doc tonight?
Yeah, I want to ask the doctor her opinion on. All right, in the past week or so, I've been seeing in the paper something about some vaccination that they want to give to incoming high school girls.
Mm-hmm. The HPV.
So I want to know what's her opinion on that. And that's one. Mm-hmm. And two, is this plan to be something mandatory? Because I know in Jamaica, them like making things mandatory, you know.
Okay. All right. Good night. Thanks for your question. Thanks for calling in.
So that's the question.
Pardon?
Go ahead.
He
said that's a question.
Oh, okay. Thank you. It's not mandatory. So you can volunteer to have your daughter or niece or whoever vaccinated. And as I said earlier, it's actually not just one vaccine. It's really a series of 3 vaccines within 6 months that have to be given. I would recommend it. The reality is, because we're on a reality show, right?
Right.
Is that our girls are being seduced, induced, to have sex early. So if you're not gonna be that kind of parent, I'm saying that you're gonna not allow her the freedom to choose, but if you have to just train up a child the way that they should grow and hope, because the influences outside are the peer pressures and then the internet influences, all of those things have our children in danger. So I would recommend that they could get it. So it's well tested. It's something that they do in developed countries, US and so on. Not saying that you won't have the rare side effects possibly, but I think it would be maybe better for your child.
In the long run.
In the long run, because you will do all you can, and then somebody abducts your child and rapes her. It's not like her choice. She was a well-behaved girl, and she's exposed just like that. So we're really in a wicked world. I would recommend that you could comply. You could comply with it. I don't think it would be dangerous. I think it would be more helpful than hurt.
All right.
Internal side effects.
All right, Dan, thank you so much. We hear from you later on, I'm sure.
Oh, he's out.
All right.
Okay.
So, yes, doctor's saying, yes, man, go ahead. She thinks it's more recommended that we do get these girls vaccinated, all right, as opposed to not.
Oh, and may I just interject? I'm sorry that it's not in the plan, it seems, yet because of the cost. And then, of course, this is the first phase, I think. But I think I would hope that our boys, because our boys are also getting very exposed too early. You know, that our boys, because it's male to female transmission, male to male, you know, even female to female, because we have to consider the oral part of things, and otherwise vaginal or otherwise anal contact. That the boys in developed countries, the boys from 11 years old as well are given up to 21 years old once they're heterosexual, or once they're into male-female kind of thing when they grow up. Up to 21 years old, it's recommended that they get the HPV vaccine. If they are homosexual or have immunocompromised diseases, for example, HIV, and they're still young, up to 26 years old, the HPV vaccine could be given, because things like HIV, there are certain diseases like herpes, and so that kind of make it easier for you to to get other things, other sexually transmitted diseases. It's like it accommodates, you know. So the mycoplasma, the HIV, the herpes, the genital herpes, and so on, they actually facilitate getting other diseases easier. The sexually transmitted disease easier.
All right, we have a caller on the 954. Good night, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your question, please?
Hi, good night.
Good night. How are you, darling?
I am not. You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
How are you?
I am well, thank you. I've been listening.
Okay, what's your question for the doctor tonight?
Repeat that for me, Cleo.
What's your question for the doctor tonight? You have a question for the doctor?
Yakisha.
I know it's Yakisha.
I know nobody.
Yakisha, what's your question for Doc tonight?
The line is really bad. So I'm just gonna. I didn't call with a question. Good night, Doc.
Good night, my dear. Thanks for calling in anyway.
I want to make a comment that the doctor was a welcome addition tonight. She brought so much balance.
Thank you.
So that it was chaos. So, Cleo, you might have to just keep back as co-host and get rid of the other one.
So keep her as my co-host. Okay, all right.
I like Daddy Rude. It make me keep balance and keep it interesting.
Good night, darling.
Good night.
All right, sweetie. Thank you for calling in, Yakisha. A welcome call, indeed, every time. All right, so if there are no more calls, let's see if we get any more. Ask Doc the no sex. Yeah, the boy was going ballistic when he heard no sex. Yeah, he got flipped on that one.
I said no sex. I don't say no sex before marriage. But it is best. But we know that we have all different kinds of thoughts and so on. But God knows best, and He knows why He says it, because He also wants us to. Javine, type in again. Anyway.
Type in again. Can I tell you?
Because I think the problem why we have so many sexually transmitted diseases is because we have not learned self-control as well as to love ourselves first before we dive and say we're going to share ourselves so-called with someone else. We don't know how to love ourselves and manage ourselves.
Love them
so
first.
I don't even know if we love. No, we don't even love them. We lost.
Can I tell you?
We lost them.
Okay.
You understand? It's a difference. Because when you love something, you're going to wait, you're going to treasure it, you're going to make sure that it progresses and it reaches there, and that that thing loves and draws you to one. So side by side, you go in, and then when you know you're serious and sober, and things are comfortable, you know, you do the marching, and then the children come that way, but we do everything backwards, and then the strain of the children
behind the cart.
Right. And then we complain and worry and don't want to picnic them and start abusing. And that is why, and then we just say, boy, I can't bother, me run away and go have one friend outside, go try one girl, come on some release.
Yeah.
Because the baby man are too tired, and so on and so on.
And so one combo. Anyways, we have another caller on the 954. Good night, caller. Welcome to Real Talk. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good night, sir. Welcome. What's your question tonight?
Yeah, I'm talking to the doc about she saying no sex before marriage, right?
No, well,
Well, that's her
It is
view,
best.
and she thinks it's best for medical reasons. So let's
Medical
not take
and
her
other
on that view, all right?
It is best. It would have saved us all this trouble. Tell the truth. If we become friends first and know the person before you just jump into bed. That makes sense?
Hello?
Yes. If you get to know the person and know that you can live with this person and know their practices and their beliefs and everything.
It's like no sex before marriage is like buying a car before you drive it.
But even when, well, I mean, you expect a defect, it's not perfect.
And it's no good.
All right, well, if it is that you're of the view to go ahead before, no problem, so that's your choice.
I said it is best. It is best.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, we have a bad line.
Hello?
Can you hear?
I guess I have poor connection.
Yes, a poor connection. So sorry about that, unfortunately. We're
we
having that
want to
poor
go to
connection
the
there. The Vox Pop
Vox
tonight.
Pop so we can get our views on it.
Quickly, let's see the Vox Pop for tonight. And it says, your partner wants to help a friend in need, but your opinion matters. Ladies, your partner's female friend desperately needs a sperm donor.
Yeah.
And she considers your man eligible.
Daddy rude.
Would you endorse the cause? Would it matter if it's artificial insemination or by penetration?
Yeah.
Explain. So, hold on, let me get in parts now. So you're asking me if it's okay for me or for Doc
to
lend
me
her,
Yeah.
my spouse, my man, or my husband. Lend him out to this friend of mine.
A part of him.
Me no care. I will him that. I don't hold him that. Lend him out
Full
to another woman for him to either give her the sperm where she goes to the bank and artificially inseminate it in her body, or if he should go and position with her and enter and sort her out penetration wise and give
Direct.
her. You must be mad, man. You crazy?
Not really.
Partially crazy. Why scope out my gentleman? Why scope out my husband? How did go to the sperm bank?
He's a good man.
Go to the sperm bank.
She finds him eligible.
Look here now. Let me go to the next party here. Eligible. Him not eligible. Not at all.
Him eligible but not available.
Not available.
Not
Thank
to be
you.
available.
Men.
DNA.
Would you,
not available.
You know? I like that one. DNA. Damn not available.
Not available.
Would you allow your woman to be a surrogate mother?
None tall.
No, you're talking too loud now for that one. Be quiet. Yes. Say yeah. Say your usual yeah. Because her male friend's wife can't carry a baby, poor lady. What if they are willing to pay?
Well, we can't talk no.
You're terrible. Some men out there, you have a lovely lady, really nice, keeps herself well healthy, fully immunized, and all these things. A lovely, prospective mother figure, and she has the right genes and all these things and the right traits. Would it be okay for your brethren, your bonafide where you come from way back with?
Not his friend, her friend.
Well, her male friend's wife can't have any baby. But if you're a friend, chances are might be a friend of the family
of
too.
Of a pre woman, man.
So all your friend was pre the man earlier. You want a conky from over here, sir? What if they are willing to pay? No, some people will tell you, if the money is hefty enough and we need the money, I will lend him to her.
Loan her.
And it's okay. And then some men might tell you that if no one that will not do it. I don't know.
Or money or not.
Money or not, just not doing it. But she's gonna bear the baby and then give it up to the other lady.
Hopefully.
It's different from when hopefully it's different from when the man gives her the sperm. That baby grows in her and then she come, I need my baby's daddy. It's his child. You must be crazy. No.
Can you imagine?
Affirmatively. No. Doc, what's your view on that one?
As I was saying to Daddy Rude earlier, I think it's not so much medical, but more because once they, what you call it now, the
contract,
the consent,
right.
and so are signed, it was signed, and then it becomes more legal,
Oh.
more of a legal issue. But I think it's more ethical, moral issues, more ethical and moral. The situation are slightly different. The scenario for the ladies, it definitely is more moral because this is your friend saying all of a sudden, well, fine, you maybe have similar tastes, so your man and her man are similar. But anyways, he's eligible as far as maybe intelligence and whatever, and the qualities and so on. That is that they rude.
Yeah.
And if it's artificial insemination, I think it's a little different, and it could possibly happen because it's their sperm and egg in a test tube, and when it hits home, then now the doctor would, the gynecologist will put it into the friend, right? So she.
So there was no.
No, sorry. So no, it would be his sperm. Sorry, his sperm. But the problem still is that half of it is his.
Right.
Call it half of the child would be the product.
Yes.
So once everything works out, would be his, and he might end up with 2 or 3 of his, because a lot of the times there are a lot of multiple births with these things.
Okay.
So could the lady who lent her man deal with if all these children are the one child? She's looking at the face of the man in somebody else's hands. Those are these implications.
No, but
if I did,
you couldn't do that.
it would have to be a very good friend.
No, Doc.
No, but I wouldn't do the penetration one. I wouldn't do the penetration. I think that really goes way moral, spiritual, and I think it would break the relationship.
Remember, your stepmother.
More than not.
Your stepmother.
One, Doc. Yeah. The artificial one, I don't know. Not my guy. Me no know.
Can you imagine, Cleo?
That's more boring the sperm, but then the other one is like the actual sexual intercourse with your friend. Your friends.
And it must connect the first time in other part.
Right, so you have to go back again and try and things can that kind of.
Can you imagine?
I have to go say you have to go adopt, but we adopt, or you can borrow one of mine that I have already.
Yeah.
You can babysit whenever we want to go.
Eligible one otherwise, but not him.
And then the other one
asked, a friend asked, my friend overseas asked, why her eyes on my man anyways to talk about him eligible? She not find no other eligible man in her life where him suitable for give her a baby. You know what I mean? So that's a very good question.
Yeah, so we bring other questions into the mind of the friend who's asked to lend. That was something going on in the background before. Was she eyeing my man all this time?
Yes, all of a sudden she wanted to borrow him.
And just use it as an excuse. No, all of these things are going to come in. So that's why it becomes so more ethical and a problem.
Yeah.
And it can just destroy that whole friendship. Although it might have been intended to be a good, great, noble thing.
Because, I have friends, right, that want to and reach in the age of worry. I said, boy, Jano, they reach a stage of desperate, they only want a donor.
Wow.
It doesn't matter, even whether it's by penetration or
insemination.
by artificial insemination. Them they're not business with no.
They just want a child.
They just want a youth.
Before they can.
But nobody if you take care of the picnic, they don't want a relationship. They just want one.
Oh, okay.
There are a number of females out there.
Especially career women, professional women, because you can't find eligible men easily.
Right.
Easily. Eligible.
The men want women to look after them a lot of these days, or they can't find a job that will be equivalent to what a woman of her
esteem.
whatever would need, in terms of status or what she would desire in life after she studies so hard and works so hard.
Well, let me ask you though.
How much are you willing to trade off?
Do we have? Is it a sperm bank here in Jamaica?
I'm not sure. I know that there's a fertility clinic at the University Hospital.
Okay.
So maybe not having it like, hello, I can go in and donate and get some money for donating sperm, as it sounds like a business. I don't think we have that in Jamaica, because man would have made money.
Yeah. Right now, it's an entrepreneurial thing.
Right
now, that program.
What's your view on being a surrogate, though?
I think it's different. I think I would be a surrogate. I think it's a difference.
Okay.
You know, and I don't think I would want because it's their sperm and their egg. I'm just the transport and the carrier and whatever.
Okay.
And
So
if it means to help. And I've had a patient. I had a mother who was a surrogate for her daughter.
Wow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And
Wow,
the children were there 10 years old and running up and down. You
Wow,
know, and
that's
it was a sweet to know looking back. You
Yes,
know, but
yes.
and then that still is different because it's family. I think you know, you still have the ethical part of it and so on to consider, but I think it's easier that way. But the friend no and the friend, I think I would be a surrogate if I could. I carry my friends is them, my friend and her her husband, her partner's child,
but
helping
let me
deliver
ask.
a child for them.
The birth or what do you call it, the developing of a child.
Development process.
Is it just the sperm and the egg?
It's very complicated.
Because
Complicated.
wouldn't you consider the carrier also the mother?
Yes, I think
In a
so.
sense, yes, you would be a mother, as in you have to nurture and take care. You have to take care of yourself, so
Of yourself.
that the egg, the fetus survives.
Right.
The embryo becomes fetus and becomes baby.
Yes.
So you have to care for yourself, so that the child to feed off of you.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So
Would I be considered a biological mother too? Or biological speaks to
because this is where
Egg.
it gets complicated.
Yeah,
you know.
it's very complicated in terms
Definitely.
of what is the definition now. You know, and
Because
it gets
this
very
child
medical
attached to my
legal.
womb and growing in my womb,
You
feeding through my tube. I am the biological mama.
And then you go and start get you see the
The
problem
attachment.
again now.
Yes,
I say,
yes,
I'm not
yes.
going to this a baby, and I'm going to go push and
Because
do all the
your
peeing and
body would be
pick up and all
changing,
that.
My body, right.
And
producing milk,
Right.
etc.
Shape, who's my shape?
Man,
Oh, no, I'm going to say no again.
Cassidy,
Affirmatively no.
what is the street saying about this?
Look here, no. I travel for dangerous ground. If the man can't get a baby, you know. If they want artificial insemination, not a problem. But penetration, no, sir. Can't get this permits. And they use a turkey base to do a thing, but not penetration, my dear. I mean, you want a baby and you think you think you have brethren of good qualities where you want a child have. That's not a problem. Keep me in the mix and try and know say it's a turkey base that you're going to use it. And I use my things. Sorry.
No, miss. Not a behind. Your mother? And she go take up my man from me. He go look at next surrogate out there. I rather, if me be the surrogate, me don't want a penetration from the man. I rather the doctor insert it in the vaginal wall. No, now work on that John shop. I'm very sorry. Can't work with under my jurisdiction. And for the man part, any man do that lick him head, I will have his head. Trust me.
That would be a cold day in hell. Hell to the nah. There are things called sperm bank. I don't care where she's gonna get it. There is a lot of men outside my partner who's willing and able to deliver free of cost, free of nothing. She would definitely have to look somewhere else. That wouldn't be something I would endorse. That is definitely a no-go. Are you crazy? Next thing she come asking for child support and then want to latch on? I don't think so. No way. No how. No.
We don't have anybody for mix up something there. Artificial inseminated, yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Something wrong with it?
You hear me, I said that? Nobody else now get no pick me from my woman. End that story. Whether artificial or naturally, it nah work. It's just not going to work. Same thing she has said too. She not saying this.
You go for yourself, boy, each time read them box for us. Let's let it man. Nonsense. Rude? Cleo? I would not allow my female to carry a child for someone else. Whether it want between $100 billion or whatever, it not go. If she decides that she's going to do it, she need to leave me on. Leave. Take your money and leave. But them a give, leave. You understand what I mean? Yo, if the man can't have the pitney, must be a reason why he can't have the pitney. If the woman can't have the pitney, must be a reason. You know what I mean? That's how your body make up, so just work with it. God up on pitney.
Boy, people, the men and the women have spoken. Can I tell you so far? We have more to go though. But of course, we have come to the end of Doc's interview. Thank you so much for sharing the Vox Pop with us
more
tonight.
More like Doc's visit. And
we anticipate.
I have a message here that it says to tell Doc thanks for the talk and well appreciated.
Oh,
That's so
definitely.
sweet. Thank you.
She deserves a rounding applause tonight.
Thank
Thank you for being here. With
wonderful
us.
audience too. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy
And
being
remember,
here.
Dr. Tracy Lumley, a very thorough medical practitioner. She's no kaba. She's no kinaki around here. Real good up.
She not gonna recommend Blue and Yaz for you.
Real professional lady. Really suave and sweet and nice and friendly in the sense where you go there, her pleasant smile greets you.
Yes.
She is indeed a very pleasant
And she's
lady.
also, for all of my brethren who have messaged me, she's also, she's pleasant to look at.
Yes, very pleasant to listen to and to look at.
So if I even that, on a walk.
Definitely.
And if I that now go the far, not go with no health card, go with no cash.
Yes.
It's simple.
And
So
pay
it's,
back.
it's at 28 Somerstown Road in Port Antonio, right up from the Seventh-day Adventist Church on the right, going up, right across from the Marksman Security Limited right there. And of course, the number to contact her is 993-2224 and open 7 days a week.
6 days.
6 days, sorry. Mondays to Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Ensure that when you go there, you say, boy, Doc, I heard you on Stars FM on Real Talk.
Real Talk.
So good to have her. And remember, other services are there as well. When you go on up, just check out other services that they offer and you will get information. And trust me, the receptionists are learning so much from her as well because them thorough bad. Every test them upon you before you go to the doctor. Can I tell you? Yes, very thorough.
And we have massage therapies there as well.
Massage therapy for all the stressed out people.
And we have a stress counselor as well.
Yes.
Stress counselor.
Is a stress counselor.
So I need to come and visit for the stress and the massage because I'm a teacher and you know what that has been like,
yes,
right?
Yes, we'll give special discount.
Thank you so much, Doc. Pleasure having you with us.
Thanks
Do
for having
come
me.
again.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Wood.
We invite Rude to escort or Doc.
Okay, God bless you, everybody.
It's
Time-
now 11
o'clock. We're going to a break and Real Talk. Well, the time is brought to you by VJ Printing Services. Real Talk is sponsored by Native Audio and Stage Equipment Services.
We soon forward.
Architects, draftsmen, and surveyors, get your drawings printed in high-quality professional standards. We can satisfy your printing needs. Whether it is for presentation to your clients or for submitting building and subdivision application, make it VJ Printing Services. Whether drawing by hand or with computer-aided softwares, we will plot your negatives and print the copies as you need. We do high-quality white paper printing that is water-resistant and never fades, unlike traditional blueprint. For more information, call VJ Printing at 893-2266.
Struggling to get all your needs in just one place? Well, you're in luck as AO Goods Mart has opened shop. And with Eastern Total Farm Supplies just next door, all your farm, garden, food, and household supplies are in one spot. Can you believe it? Come visit us at 138 Bryans Bay, Portland from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for all your goodies at the best prices.
Are you ready? PAN 2017 Regional Tour returns to Folly Oval, Portland on Saturday, September 30 with live performance by Agent Sasko, Jamil, and gospel artist Jermaine Edwards. Admission free! Kids, get ready for the fun at the Monster Milk Kiddies Village. Pan chicken on sale for just $300 and get Red Stripe pocket deals all day. And remember, no weapons allowed. Powered by CB Foods. Pan 2017 Regional 2.
Styles FM will be providing intermittent broadcasts for the CB Pan 2017 Region 2 at the Folly Oval, Portland, Saturday, September 30. We'll be on location from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Join the Styles team there.
Planning a party, club night out, stage show, a gospel concert, or even a business sales event? Let Styles FM be a part of your promoting tool. Take advantage of our low-priced promotion packages with commercials, interviews, giveaways, reviews, and much more. We have special offers when you mix and match and bundle your options. Contact us at 876-286-9216 or 439-5160. Styles FM for the most effective way to exploit your marketing dollar.
Native Audio and Equipment Rental Services, now offering stage lighting and truss systems for your small and medium-sized events. Whether it's a stage show, concert, play, wedding, street party, or even club setting, you name it, we'll bring it to life. Call us at 871-5212 or 844-6531. Native Audio and Equipment Rental Services, proud sponsor of In the Know of the Law with Sergeant Delrose Green and Real Talk with Lady Cleo and Daddy Rude.
Yes, guys, welcome back to Real Talk. And of course, we're looking at the Vox Pop for tonight. And we were on that. Let me repeat the Vox Pop for you, please, because the Vox Pop had us at up, head and all kind of something. Every kind of head at up tonight with the Vox Pop here, yeah?
You know what, I just confirmed something.
What? No, that I'm not looking so good from that angle. You change now.
You're a mind reader.
And he, as the dog gone, him earned the first clap on his shoulder. He was just waiting for her to go to just start giving trouble. Can you imagine? Oh, man.
At first, I thought STD was she too devious.
She too devious. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, the Vox Pop.
Yes, your partner wants to help a friend in need, but your opinion matters. Ladies.
And listen, a friend.
Me no care who. Me no care. Huh. I'm gonna fumble it. Ladies, your partner's female friend desperately needs a sperm donor and she considers your man eligible. He's a fine candidate. Would you endorse the cause? What would it matter if it's artificial insemination or by penetration?
Man, dropping a no buckle.
If it's a yes, answer why. If it's a no, we know why already, yeah? Men, would you allow your woman to be a surrogate mother because her male friend's wife cannot carry the baby? What if they are willing to pay you? I want to know how much money you're going to be paid, huh? Let's put a figure on that.
we could have some discussion, you know. I hear the discussion we're going on from a male standpoint.
Let me hear from the male first, because the women are looking out. No. So a few men too, but men.
You know, your woman friend.
Him not penetrate her, just like putting the egg and the sperm in her body. What not going about?
But the part about it where you say, boy, because female woman can't carry the baby.
Yeah, oh God, man. It's a family friend, man, and she can't have any baby. She not able to have any baby. Come on, man. Bless her with a child, man.
Hear the conversation now. What mother said to moms. I say, moms, you say, are you brethren? Yeah. I say, so, female woman can't carry the baby.
Yeah.
And if you want to have femme thing and fear thing in you.
Yes, man, because I'm a friend. Like chuck it to the end.
Yeah. All right, so you will go tell your friends, you know, Zane? Because him and your friend, and me your man, so I'm supposed to closer and mean more to you. Tell your friends, say, the only way that can happen and gonna make me feel comfortable because right now it's a little bit traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, for the 9 months, I have to go and par with female woman. Yes, what you say, sir? I mean, I have to give a female woman for 9 months. Because I want my woman for 9 months. And that me I talk about.
Oh, Lord.
What you say about that?
Look here now, let me... 7784, thank you so much, darling. Thank you so much.
Me say.
Oh,
boy. You say about that because you want to give the man the green light. You give me the green light, you know?
The green light.
Eh? You agree with me? Eh?
Give her a friend. Look here, the baby's innocent. Oh, you want the woman for 9 months when the man never have her for 9 months. You just put the egg, doctor just put in the egg and the sperm in the woman. That's all.
Yeah, but listen.
And she's just procreating.
It's a conditional
and she's being helpful.
approval. It's a conditional approval. It is approved upon us agreeing that we will now trade women.
Well, I mean, no, but now. So, after 9 months, I do it with her.
My girl.
So, I look for her, watch her grow?
No, think about it.
Yeah,
right?
watch her grow.
Think about it, right? I'm breeding.
No, it's not breeder. No.
Cassidy.
It's not inbreeder. It's not inbreeder. She was not breeded by him.
I doctor do it.
I doctor do it. That's right.
Yeah, Keisha, you see?
That's right. No. I don't want to hear that story from you. Let me hear what the boy is saying, because you're coming to something I'm not like, I swear it. Let's hear what the boy is saying there, Cassidy. Them woman, they mean bad. 2 sack of sperm. 2 sack of sperm for themselves, and I just a few different ones. The brother them done. No say, I saw it go. Yeah, I saw it go. But I think it's, as Doc said, it's different. It's different when you become a surrogate because you just put the sperm and the egg together, as opposed to the fact that the man go and penetrate you and put him sperm in a fear egg. You must be mad, man. The problem is...
Well, Cassidy, here why the thing different now. Zane, the woman part worse.
No, it can't work.
Remember, no, Cassidy, and you're a woman that can't nothing, you know. Right? You in the other case, the woman are going to carry her own yute. In the case now of being a surrogate
when
mother.
My man's sperm, you must be mad.
Well, my
surrogate
girl,
different and easier to deal with.
No, hold on. Let me ask you a question.
And the man must go easy because the man didn't penetrate him, girl, you know. It's an infusion thing. The man never go there and penetrate and book back and carry on and go on with things. What am create excitement about? It's just an insemination. There was no penetration. On the other side of the road, fear.
So you would be okay if it's an artificial insemination?
On whose part? What you say? The woman, if what?
Would you be okay?
If it was artificially inseminated?
Yes. If your man say, all right, but it has to be artificially inseminated.
With fem sperm?
With fem sperm.
On different sperm, man. Go bank, man. No, man. No, that's sperm, man. One different sperm.
But understand.
In the case of So isn't the artificial insemination my man's sperm?
Yes.
No, man. Kalang a bank go look sperm.
In the penetrator.
No, Mr. Man.
It wasn't direct.
No, man, not fem sperm. That child growing in there is not hers alone, a fem too.
Yes.
No.
But you are going to carry a next pitney. Stretch up all your belly and all and something there.
It's different. I probably wouldn't do it. Any of them for that matter. But if a person wants to do one, I think the easier one would be the woman being a surrogate.
You're mad.
And what if she's being paid for it? Even easier to deal with if money's involved.
You see, listen now. You see with the surrogate, you know how much people involved in that? Your woman, the next man, woman. That means there's some little queer something going right there, so Cassidy. And then now, the man. It's a threesome that right there, so. Cassidy.
I knew you were coming with some
None tall.
Man, sir.
Now, when you talk about the other one now, road boy. You know what me like with the other one, road boy? I want me to hope happen if I me. The first time I got nothing go on.
Oh, jeez. Painful.
Next time.
Painful as Judgment Day.
No, you don't have to pre nothing, my girl. You just bill.
Bill?
Yeah.
I have a bill for you. Mansa says the problem is the woman of today is too jealous.
Too jealous.
Look on Sarah, give Papa Jacob her maid.
Yeah.
To let him get a child and was okay with it.
That we are talking about.
Mansa, don't come to me with the Jacob and Sarah story, you know, because we are living in a different era, different dispensation, different time. That cannot work at all. Booms and bombs. Yes, Yakisha. Only boom and bump on Daddy Road right about now. And those who endorse this craziness. But let's see what Kevin in Tampa, Florida is saying. Miss Cleo, that is adultery lifestyle. It's true, Kevin.
But
it's true.
But my thing though, I could look at things on a broader spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I agree with Doc. Is a moral and ethical situation. The decision that you make is more like a lifelong decision.
Yes.
How involved would this man? What responsibility would this man have to this child? Knowing that there is a consensus among people, would this child know that that man is his father? And what if this child now wants to know his dad?
You see, enough problems and complications.
So, remember, now, it's a friend, you know. It's not like say it's a stranger, it's a friend. Now, it might start up and say, boy, I'm a friend, I'm just do it for my friend. Because I can't hear a friend too, you might know the person and, you know, you and the person have that energy there. Like I feel a tree friend apart. Now, when the youth born, you know, you're going to be anti-Cleo. And whether or not I am man pitney, you're anti-Cleo. So pretty much you already play a stepmother role.
Oh my goodness.
Now, wouldn't it be different if him go behind your back and do it? And you don't know.
More problem for you. Different and more problem.
No. It is more a secret.
But somewhere along the line it might be revealed,
because
man.
Remember now, you're par with them, right? And you just see they say, oh, I'm expecting and blah, blah, blah. And you don't know nothing.
Oh my God, that's just it's a deception.
Yeah. No.
But you know something? These things always one day come right out into the open. If I years to come, sometimes they do come out.
So if it is to happen,
that's not gonna be
which
good.
way would you prefer? Would you prefer this way of consensus?
No.
Because if the man...
I can't agree to that. I'm sorry.
But if the man knows he's going to say no and he want help out in friend, might as well him go sort out.
Call it a day when I find out, because that level of deception, I can't deal with that. Can't deal with it for true.
But all the man have to arrange for she comes a boom and go live one next parish. Are them done plan? You understand what I say?
I hear you, but I can't consent to that. I'm sorry. If he's going to go behind my back and do it, then it's up to him. It's really up to him. But I can't say, oh, yes, honey, do the insemination or do this donation of the sperm. Or, you know what? Yeah, man, do the penetration. You must be crazy. To give her a child? Give her a child? No way. It's just, the thought is just crazy and
My
sick.
girl, listen, you're not a good friend.
Call me what you will.
You know, say, you could have easily said to the man, say, all right, here are no road boy. These are the thing. Do it, but make sure say I just one position.
You know what? Any more Vox Pop there just before we go to the Vox Pop? Though. Let's do this one here. Styles FM Fitness, Wellness Fair, and Blood Drive. Yep. And who is putting this one on? I'm not seeing who.
It says Styles FM.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Styles FM Radio. Fitness, Wellness Fair, and Blood Drive, October 27th, 2017. Where? At the Neville Antonio Park in Port Antonio. Of course, for more information, you can call 320-7670. That's 320-7670. That is, of course, Wellness Fair and Blood Drive. You know, it's important to always donate blood, so that when you need blood, you don't have to worry about nothing at all. You will be able to get blood readily and easily. I was told that by a doctor and a nurse. All right? Once you're healthy and strong, get your blood tested. They will test it for you. Donate blood, because you never know, darlings, when you will be in need of that very same blood. All right? So do that and contribute in your very own way to wellness. That is October 27th at Neville Antonio Park. Ooh, Styles endorsed event, definitely. And of course, we have the Pan Region 2 competition. Is it a competition? Yes. At Folly Oval, Port Antonio, Portland, this Saturday, September 30th. And guess what? It starts at 12 noon up until 8 in the p.m. Make sure you're there. Ooh, my. Ooh, la, la, la. It is a free event. You can come on in and enter. Just walk on in your pretty outfit and look cute and nice. Come learn something. Come and get informed. Come and be entertained by, my gentleman, Agent Sasko. And of course, Jamil and Jermaine Edwards. I'm in love. Seriously, I love Agent Sasko. Just on the weekend, I was like just playing some of his songs on YouTube, on the TV, the big TV at home. Yeah, man, I was enjoying myself.
The big back TV?
No, man. Big screen, man. The curve, man. No, curve star, curve. Right, so I'm looking forward to Agent Sasko, and I'll be there on location as well, doing some work as well. All right, Kitty's Corner, Kitty's Village will be there. Come experience the one and only Monster Milk.
Yep.
Okay.
You don't worry about that. You're too.
I'm not worrying about that part.
That's not our age.
Okay.
You're either like Captain.
I can regress. I can regress when I'm ready. You know, I can regress when I'm ready. Right. So it's gonna be fun. I saw the setup already when I was passing since week. Really nice space out there at Folly. Yep. I pray that the hand will be held. The weather saves. Yeah. Hope so. So look forward to seeing you guys coming out this weekend. Have some fun at Folly Oval, Port Antonio.
We're gonna go to another Vox Pop right now.
Yep.
Listen, me not agree with it, none at all. But the artificial one, fine. That could have gone, but honestly, me not agree with it. Cause these days you can't think or trust why in a people mind. Cause with my friend, my partner just come up with say, okay, my friend suggest that. You just can never know why in a people mind. So honestly, I don't agree with it. But if I the artificial one, me would have rethink that. But other than that, definitely for me, the other way is a no. Maybe me would have rethink and say, okay, maybe she desperately need a child and then could do the artificial one just to assist in her having a child, because some people desperately need a child and it's hard when you see other people Some people even try to take away other people's children because they can't give birth to a child. So me would reconsider helping her with the artificial one. But definitely for me, this thing, no way. That not under my watch. Real talk.
I'm sorry, but that is not up for discussion. I am saying no with a capital N. If her man can give her a child, then sorry, go adopt one. I'm sorry. Not everyone was made to have kids. So go to the sperm bank, get somebody else. I don't care if they're both friends. I'm sorry. You can help her in other ways, but definitely not in that way. No, my man's sperm is very, very important to me, and any baby being born, it's by me, not other women. I'm sorry. I don't care if they are friends. And I'm sorry for her, but not all women were made to give birth. So, I'm not even, or would even think about it. So I'm sorry for her, but sorry for her, but no. I could have artificial stimulation till she weak, big now. Or maybe she probably need to go find herself someone else who she's compatible with, because she's just not compatible with her partner. So go find someone else.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh boy. Welcome back, people. Lord, my listeners are the best. Trust me. The women are saying not under our jurisdiction. The women are crying out.
And not even for money.
Not even for money. They say, I even heard a man earlier saying, I could have almost in, I don't remember which word him called, almost in trillion, something, a big number. And he say, not at all. Of course.
But all right, put it
oh, woman want claim woman sperm. Oh, men want claim woman vagina.
You know.
The boy.
Bossy, I was just gonna ask that very same question. What
want claim woman vagina?
No, hold on. What whole
we come with it.
No, hold on.
We can't claim on the sperm.
No, remember, you know. We are talking about something very minute. We're not talking about the penis. But at the sperm we are talking about. Because
you're one in the same.
That's why the artificial insemination part is dead, you know. So we are say, look.
Where sperm come from?
Where it come from?
The penis.
No.
Ultimately.
No.
Where it come out of? That me talk about.
That's the difference. So make a reason upon a level there. See?
The sperm comes out of the penis.
No.
It come out of? Apart from the urethra.
The scrotum.
Look here, man. Me say ultimately when it come out, where it come out of? The final stage of it coming out.
Out of the head.
Exactly, out of the head. So if you can't get me head, you can't get come to the head either. Simple. And my head, and me forget it. And we're in there, what me must get it too. Sorry.
Jano. Well, look here. You don't say I mash up business because this is an opportunity for life.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
so make your Miss J go turn surrogate.
Remember,
she's a pretty lady, brilliant, smart.
Yeah.
That child would come with some additional plus up genes and all these things.
If I marry daddy.
Make her be a surrogate.
No, man. Well,
she's promoting life, remember?
No, man. Yeah, man. But what I'm saying, no, you make a statement and say, boy, the pitney all come smart. If I feel me pitney.
No.
But listen.
Okay, smarter because of Mrs. Jackson.
No, remember, you know, the whole part about it is that, say, even if it's surrogate, how would that be when the child comes and has to be given over? Because if you're in a relationship, you know, your man a part of your survival, you know. Him I got dead, me I got dead, right? Or dead. Me I got dead. Actually, after I rub my belly, I do all of these things for this youth. See me? So that lady.
Oh my goodness.
That lady thing, the inner my woman thing. And that man thing, the inner lady thing, but then my woman thing.
Oh Jesus,
right?
Here we go.
And them there for them yard cock up and I watch Curve TV, right? When me after that, you know, I do all of the work. Woman can't carry no weight, you know, lift up nothing heavy. And then now me have to rub down belly when
read to the baby.
Titty get heavy and sensitive. You can't touch it, you can't do none of that. You can sit there again. Cassidy, they never hear rules. Cassidy, you never hear rules.
You paid.
Here's the weakness part on Cassidy. You never hear rules on and say you can't water the head in a road, boy. So, you have to, listen, Cassidy, surrogate, yes, but a female pit to that.
It's no longer surrogate then.
Well, man, I say that the man can't get that pit there because that the trauma. That's why I say, Cassidy, they have to be a trader woman.
Oh, boy.
Because me don't need sort out. Me don't need certain
Annie
things.
Palmer, the voice said earlier.
Oh,
was relevant.
And that the voice I talk about. No,
you did say Annie Palmer.
Zin, we are gonna need sort out. Now this thing where I go on, you and your friend, I go black my juice now. No, my thing get black.
Let's hear what 9117 says.
None tall.
Can't the man still help out his friend without his partner knowing?
Yeah.
Lion wicked like Daddy Road. It's not the same the other way around.
None tall.
Well, Why you wouldn't want to tell your partner? Why you wouldn't want that means you're straight up cheating. Cheating, lying brute. Yes. Let's see what the other text messages are saying. Remember the text line is 453-1444, and you can also call in on that line if it is that you have an input. Mansa says, but Cleo, may I look...
Yeah.
What's that?
The man say, I look upon you. I would have loved you for be a surrogate.
No, I couldn't read it. No, Mansa, no surrogate around here. Not at all. No surrogate, no sperm doning. No, nothing. I'm not getting she not getting my guy if you do no sperm. Nothing. But thanks for the compliment, though.
Listen,
I'm eligible.
I think you're not looking at anything the right way still.
Me no yes that.
Because them two people I grew up, right? Even before you come in the picture. And all of a sudden you want to come kinda you see why enough of time woman friend and when their male best friend go take up woman it don't really work out because how uno tan. You start create a little thing right so without you know, maybe the man could have say, yo, yeah man, I'll sort out something for your girl. But you get into the thing, you know, and kind of mash up something. Mm-hmm. That's a friendship. Because you can't left, you know, and gone about your busy with all of this man, you know.
Yes, that's right? A possibility.
And you
in
know,
the same way,
Cassidy,
the reverse is also true.
Cassidy, talk the truth, Cassidy. Worse all you all did there, and the man want a youth, and you don't want to give him the youth. What you want the man do? Things have to run, have to free flow like, what you talk about, Cleo?
But you can't go and leave she too.
No, I'm going to whistle in the car
she
right
now. She got to get certain surrogate and get her money and help herself out.
Then that way I said, I said the surrogate thing can't work, but you have to work with condition. So we trade. You put my woman out of commission. Right? So something have to go on. Or you can do the surrogate and you allow me now to have a cat out a door.
That's why I'm not no surrogate. You hear me tell you I'm not doing any surrogate. None at all. You have catches out the road anywhere with or without surrogate, so I might as well nobody have no surrogate. Can get to keep more tabs on you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 11:30. We're going to a break. The time is brought to you by VJ Printing Services, and Real Talk is sponsored by Native Audio and Stage Equipment Services.
Soon come.
Architects, draftsmen, and surveyors, get your drawings printed in high-quality professional standards. We can satisfy your printing needs. Whether it is for presentation to your clients or for submitting building and subdivision application, make it VJ Printing Services. Whether drawing by hand or with computer-aided softwares, we will plot your negatives and print the copies as you need. We do high-quality white paper printing that is water-resistant and never fades, unlike traditional blueprint. For more information, call VJ Printing at 893-2266.
Guess what? Styles FM has a new business number for you to call, text, and now WhatsApp. 518-2399. To advertise your business and events, call, text, or WhatsApp us on
518-2399. 518-2399.
Don't forget, 518-2399.
Are you ready? PAN 2017 Regional Tour returns to Folly Oval, Portland on Saturday, September 30 with live performance by Agent Sasko, Jamil, and gospel artist Jermaine Edwards. Admission free! Kid, get ready for the fun at the Monster Milk Kiddies Village. Pan chicken on sale for just $300 and get Red Stripe bucket deals all day. And remember, no weapons allowed. Powered by CB Foods. PAN 2017 Regional Tour.
Styles FM will be providing intermittent broadcasts for the CB PAN 2017 Region 2 at the Folly Oval, Portland, Saturday, September 30. We'll be on location from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Join the Styles team there.
Are you sick of living an average life and tired of just getting by? Do you want to take your life to the next level? Learn the secrets of the super successful. Listen to Power in a Half Hour with Coach Mark this and every Wednesday night on Styles FM from 9 to 10 p.m. Learn the habits of the super successful and how to make these habits work for you. Learn to turn your dreams and desires into reality. You can win in the game of life. Let Coach Mark show you how. Every Wednesday night on Styles FM from 9 to 10 p.m.
Native Audio and Equipment Rental Services, now offering stage lighting and truss systems for your small and medium-sized events. Whether it's a stage show, concert, play, wedding, street party, or even club setting, you name it, we'll bring it to life. Call us at 871-5212 or 844-6531. Native Audio and Equipment Rental Services, proud sponsor of In the Know of the Law with Sergeant Delrose Green and Real Talk with Lady Cleo and Daddy Rude.
Good night, Real Talk family. So you see how me start all nice and decent and everything. But I think me gonna finish this nice and decent. And I'll probably gonna think it's real bad about me after this. But this is my thing. This friendly me, where I come look upon my man, my partner, my husband, my bononos, and I think say him eligible for give her sperm so she can artificial inseminate or whether she want penetration. What she a look upon my man for? Why is he the only eligible partner or eligible man she might see out there that might be able to give her a child what she want? Of all these years that she upon earth, she never look upon nobody and see nobody or find nobody capable or eligible before. Why is she looking at my man? All this shows to me is that this woman did watch my man from before and I just know she wants him. So if him even think or even breathe that he wants to try and help, are you serious? To do what? What for? And with me, I go there after. Because if you and her start that, you can't say bye to me. Or probably me, I go put on bye-bye. Because no, sir, no, can't happen. None at all. None at all.
Alright, no, I wouldn't allow her to do that because what about when the child is born? Them time they know she must have some sort of attachment to the child, so she go want their own child, and then me I go want her around me, and then she I go end up their own that family. So that kind of she go have two families because no one can just carry a child for 9 months and then not really care about that child. It's very rare, so no. It's best if the man just find somebody else.
Well, in my opinion, no, I'm not going to endorse the cause. 2, it does matter if it's artificial insemination or penetration. It's not going to be penetration. It will, be insemination. 3, why is he eligible? Why is your eyes on him for him to be eligible to her need? No, that's not going to work. So number 1, I would not endorse that, period. Point blank, full stop. That's it.
No, not in my cabinet. This one not going to work because whether they want to pay a feet or not, me not take the one. Something can happen in a long run or it must be a reason why she want for me man for don't yet for infim sperms. Me not pick that one at all. No.
All right, there we have it for the Vox Poppers tonight from the Vox Poppers. Thank you guys so very much for the input. Thank you for the contribution to the show. Every time we appreciate love the fact that you share your views, all right? Some people who were once very shy, we got them out of that and they've been responding. Thank you guys so much. And until next week, that's where we close off the Vox Pop. All right? Thank you. And we go into our letter for tonight. Quick. Dear Real Talk. My live-in girlfriend and I have been dating for 14 months and we're now on shaky ground. Them sound young. We had an argument last week where a lot of harsh words were exchanged. What happened is that she has a cousin that she sometimes stays with. She sometimes stay with rather. Let's go again. What happens is that she has a cousin that she sometimes lets stay with her little son, my step yute. Nah lie, the cousin sexy a fret. Me pray her now and then, but I never made a move. One morning last week, I was late for work, and while taking a shower, the cousin said she needed to take a pee. Girl, I'm out the door, go pee a bush. What is? She don't want to do. She want to pee. Go bush.
Oh my
I
goodness.
wait. I didn't have an issue. Yeah, ma'am, I know you wouldn't. So she came and used the toilet and left. You know, in the evening, the little boy tell his mother that Patrick and Mel, not the real names, were in the bathroom and lock him out. Shake me head. Then she did dumb enough, so she can't do that when the pitney. One big argument developed. At word. What caught me is when she said, that's why I'm still a sex Chris up to 3 months when, oh my goodness, when we just there. Me never trust you. No, me confirm why. Oh no. All about she miss him. A box, me nearly box her over. Real talk.
Yeah.
The boy Chris, I one of them freaky ex-man. Where him what him do me now do?
None.
Right now it hurt me. I'm sorry never know earlier. Me a shatter, yes. But me never caught the cousin. Son like him wishing to cut her herself. I son like him wishing to cut her herself. Her son is like my son, but I don't see how this is going to work out to the cousin you want. Or the cousin you have your span. Watch yourself. Be careful. What you think about the whole thing? Should this me down?
Yeah.
Bill or cut?
Cut. This is not dried pitney.
All right. Wow. The outward part.
You know, it's enough sitting say.
But figure say that still too hot. Me not lie. Certain things just too hot.
Yeah.
And when certain things start say, it's time for you to really cut. Because they should even say, so I miss my ex. That hot still too, you know. But cushion one little way. But make him man know say, when you and him are going and things, everything settle and cut off.
When it just starts.
Yeah, when it just starts, it's still at, me no know. It hot. But if you can't, because you say, I know me not hear what you say, I know you know my youth. I know me not hear what you say. So me not be too one, you're not too tough, you know.
So you might deserve the argument.
Exactly, because when you're pushing things in the air and
fire.
Yeah, probably all hear in lick out. Yeah, so what? So what if I touch her? And you know me can't use the word. So what if I touch her? And that kind of thing and
fear thing better.
Yeah. And then worse if the chick knows the cousin
up.
Really up there for you. Yes. And he might face himself now, but yeah. So what? Since you not believe me, I say I'm not go on, my girl. And you not believe me. Yes. You know what? Something go on, man. Just hold that. It's gonna make matters worse.
Yeah, man, because quite frank, as a man, more time you can't bother with the whole but this.
Yeah.
You just say, yo.
Say something.
You say sit and say, yo. Yeah, man.
I know it too well. Yeah. So now it is that he has said that to her. Let us say, no, hypothetically speaking. This one, all she have to lick him with.
Dub
Left,
plate.
right, and set dub plate and a half. The only thing she has is, and that's why I'm still, Mark, it could have been a lie.
And that may pray too.
It could have been just that she
That's
had
just
telling that
Atwood.
for burn him because Atwood would bring burnings.
Where she knows a boy Chris freaky.
Yeah. And him did know that too. You understand?
Freaky.
So maybe she did
Chris
that.
thing
So,
up.
I can't to lick out against her too tough because there's nowhere in there where the man highlights.
What you
that
say?
But it said this to her still, you know. Because sometimes we have omitting some things that are relevant where we add something to the solution. And Dan don't even take me on tonight, you know, because I prepare for you, Dan. My back I brought up for tonight, you know. I swell, you know. I start swell already. There's nowhere in there, Dan, where the man say what him said to the girl, so she respond that way. And it could have been a lie that she's telling just to burn him. And the fact that it could have, the probability is 50-50.
No,
Come on, man. Let's be fair.
No, the fairness here, we are working off a confession. We are working off confession. She confessed.
Why you not Atwood?
But she confessed no matter what.
All right, tell me something. Are you your normal self when trouble take you and put the shot fit you? Are you your normal state of mind and actions? No. Answer the question.
No, you see all a badge of the witness. All tell no friends. You see it? You see it?
No. When something is going wrong and you have to say, back foot stamina, problem, you know, you find yourself doing whatever it takes to resolve the issue. Well, let us transcend that kind of reaction sort of, or the analogy to this situation. You're there, and in your mind, you say, boy, the pitney say, man cousin lock up in a bathroom, huh? Readily, you throw rational thinking out the window. You know, start thinking with emotions.
Hold on, make we go to this, right? Obviously, this boy.
It's me a call boy. Little pitney.
Yes. I like him, man.
No, but you know, on a serious note, you know, what in a bathroom I do for the little boy lock up in there?
No, but that.
I now let him in.
No, hold on, that's relative because you know how pitney stay, right? Naturally, if a pitney, especially clinging to you, once he disappear and then him know say boy, nobody not in him environment, him daddy, which is stepdaddy, no did it, and him nanny, no did it, and if him know then there, pitney go and knock down door.
So let him in.
Naturally.
Let him in.
But the woman sit down on the thing.
Pee. You're right. One which I think. My youth. She's supposed to be there for pee for like a minute or less, couple seconds of pee and come out. Why she had to be in there that long for the kid? I say
No.
she lock him out and in a back.
No.
The thing for
No, hold on. Pitney no time. Pitney no time.
You think if the little boy, this is she just go in there. Let's just shake even a quarter mass the door.
No, man.
Hold on, man.
You knock the door, man.
No, man. You go pee and how old is a baby? Little baby. And you're going to pee.
My girl.
You have half mass door, man, and quarter mass the door, so the child can look here, man.
Worse a boy pick him more curious, more push it and try to look on the thing.
No like that. Just say, Johnny, hold on right this, I'm going to pee and come back. That had happened, little boy would not have said they lock up. They're not fool. They're not fool. Little boy say lock up in if you have good couple minutes well and share like the thing for you.
You are suggesting say something go on.
Yes, and the cousin no fool. So they might go on and defend it and not carry on. The woman just making you say, alright, since you can't burn me, yeah, burn me with Chris same way too.
Alright, hold on. One thing I think would agree with. Me not agree. Say.
Agree, man.
Me not agree say the possibility is there say something go on. The man say nothing no go on. See, the man say my shot but he never touch it. See? What me I say? How is she so comfortable if you go take a pee with the man in their bed, well naked? So, in my view, and him alone, maybe she don't know where my pree, you know. Maybe she, you know, at the woman she take on.
All that part do me, I beg you kill me now. Rude. The man for bail, you know. You know, she say it a bun the youth for the early bun where him did get from the freak. Oh my God. The man for bail and bun her back utter even 3 or 4 times.
Well, that me a pray.
Friend her and left her.
Yes,
at the altar. That's awful.
No.
Of you. 0254.
Give me your name now. So we can save that. Hey, listen. Straight up.
Oh boy.
Me feel say the cousin are trouble. Me feel say the cousin are trouble. Because nobody on this earth, me, now go comfortable if you even know say boy, somebody when me know the rightness and she a beard and me just go in a bathroom go, as a man.
Hey.
Me as a man now go feel
Hurry
that.
up here, more is the bathroom.
See me?
What you mean she just want to go and go use? No,
me
sir.
now go feel so comfortable. So when she now comes a woman, say boy she will want pee and feel good if it comes a woman, drop whatever she a drop on, sit down pan the thing.
The boy, you're terrible. The boy said you should have cut the cousin because pick me an informer. He did cut the cousin. He did.
No, we're not.
Sad to say he did.
We're not evidence of that. We're not evidence of that. We can only speculate, say, the cousin have intentions. Can't so comfortable. Can't so comfortable. Why?
Cuttings in the one of the bathroom.
Right now, my brain clear. Me a beard. Straight up. Right now, me tell with my brain there. Me a beard and the door knock. That's the road. You know, some more thing there because right now, you know, me can't hold it longer. Instantly in my mind, on a reflex basis, I have to go reach for my towel, so I have to draw the curtain. So once I have to draw the curtain, you know, me I expose, she I expose. You know, and it is what it is. Nobody can tell me say she not comfortable. So as far as me know, our problem are the cousin, not me.
Oh Jesus.
No.
That's the same thing Doc talk about self-control when you don't have.
I don't mean the problem.
Control
Listen,
self, man.
No, but me tell her say, yo, I beard, and the sister she want come in there. Me don't naked and she want get half naked. Right? I share your problem, and me. And you, and as a matter of fact, you are part of it because you bring her come here.
Oh, Jesus. Let her go, sister. Let her go.
Yeah, man. Allow me up.
Big up yourself, Ron in Calgary, Alberta. Thanks for joining the family and the group, all right?
Right.
Thanks.
Me, innocent. Your cousin are the problem and your little liar picnic.
Make a smart picnic who observe and dance who are really
No, he liar, inquisitive, and him a informer.
We have a call on the 954. Good night, caller. Hello, caller. Good night.
Yes, Cleo.
Hi, Dan. You heard my threat, honey?
Not heard of it, today, man.
Okay, good.
But listen now. The girl coming in, look here. Men don't know how women anatomy state if they can't hold and pee like that. But if she come in and just come pee like that, after come pee, alright, that's one thing. And if she in there, it's such a long time that the little boy can say them they black up. See, she must do it for more than a minute, you know. Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yeah. So really, you have to know. I think what is this girl's motive?
Simple.
She has one clearly.
Yeah.
But the man idiot too, because I'm fall for it. And she end up break up him and him girl and mess up the whole thing. At the end of the day, she still don't want him.
Right.
So him can't make a little fractal. He can't make a little fractal and sexiness turn him in an idiot. Because when she left him and gone to a really good man, no doubt, he's gonna be left without a girlfriend.
So you say, am I idiot? For not deal with the kids?
No, me say, am I idiot for try lead her on? Because I think he's doing just that too.
Whoa.
Exactly,
Where's the leading hand there? There's no leading hand on his part.
None at all, Cleo.
Girl, but she want to come peep it. I said, me soon come out of the bathroom. Me soon come out, my girl. Wait, me soon come out.
When you say, no, you can't come. That's thing to say?
Yes, no, you can't come. Me I come out shortly. Me soon finish.
That's cold. What's the matter with you?
Oh. Okay.
I tell her no, she can't come pee.
Well, if your girl come in the bathroom showering her nice sexiness, and man come in to come ask if him can come pee when he can go along only till your bush and shake you off a bush in his pants, or wipe it off, and come in there and the girlfriend probably have a very thin shower curtain and you can see everything. You okay with that? Well, if you're okay with that, fine, Dan. Go right ahead and do the same time too.
No.
What?
No, what? No, I'm gonna ask you this. You in the bathroom and your husband friend say Cleo man in the bathroom. Can't hold it. You understand? Say no?
Yes, you can't come in there, can do what? Call upon feminist, nakedness and my sexiness, you must be mad.
You have to go to the street.
We say, nah, come in there.
I'm pee on the back of the door.
In one pee, galang out the door, the fence of the bush, galang pee, one little pee stay now right along the fence, galang pee a bush. He's not coming in there, Dan.
Me, you and the doctor tonight, and I thought about it. They don't like when people pee about the place. And
yes, I agree. But I'm saying to you, repeatedly at one place can make it smell, rain can smell bad. But the one little time in the bush, not doing you a thing in the place, a thing. Go along, go pee a bush, you know, come in the palm me. No palm me in there. I will be sending that man a message, say it's okay to try a thing with me because I am up for it. No, he's not coming in there. So when me say no, I'm not coming in there, she in return should also say.
You're in the shower, and I like to the curtain open, you know, because if the
curtain could have locked up with zipper, with lock and key. Dan and him not coming in there for me. I am naked, having a private moment. I'm having a shower. If anybody should be in there, should be my spouse. And if I'm not in there, no other man is supposed to be in there.
Big people,
and this is my brother.
When I attack you, Cleo, as a 14-year-old, I attack you, Cleo, as an adult. I beat.
Me say, Dan, which part of him not coming in there you're not getting?
Oh, but Cleo, you're presupposing that you know that there's some ulterior motive for him wanting to use the bathroom.
Yes, there is. In my eyes, in my head, there is.
Cleo, a man want desperate to pee. I think more some other motives.
Dan, the man have diarrhea, nothing like that. And even then, Dan, stop telling me foolishness. The typical Jamaican man will go and take out this tilly if he really want pee. And guess what? He's at the house number 1. The back bush somewhere, but now see. What you tell me, say, Dan? What you tell me, say? Them take out them tilly on William Street, wherever they want, and just pee anywhere them catch a pee. Yeah? On the main road. Yeah, pass that taxi, there's a big tingle, a bush. So what I'm saying is in my yard space, in my home, where nobody really see him too tough. Kalanga this side of the fence, man. Over the bushy part there, so. Kalanga pee. No man, average man, have his toilet to pee. When a woman in there showering. Where am I going to go do?
To pee?
Pee what? Yeah, you're right. Pee within yai.
But you women out that discouragement not to go pee about the place.
Because you can twist it and turn it any how you want turn it. Because whether we say, no urinating right here, they're still doing it.
You're the man that try to dispel this primitiveness about it. And you discourage it.
No. Dan, your psych's not going to work on me tonight. That psych's ain't going to work.
Good.
We encourage men every day to use a toilet, use a bathroom. And no matter how urinals are put up, they will still go to any corner and just pee right there.
Imagine all the right I feel. Because I said, why, Michelle, cut that thing, because it's like damn if I do and damn if I didn't.
So, Dan,
give man bladder infection.
Dan, the cheap psychology is not going to work. Him can go along the door for this one time. There's a case where the woman is showering. She privating. Maybe she'll put on some near and clean up the ear of her pubic part and all these things. And maybe she's just having a private moment in the shower. Why on God's green earth? This old worthless kinanky boy want to go in the bathroom, go my pee. But my pee. P? Something like P?
Yo, is it you go on, Cleo?
Look here, man.
You read too fine to things, man. Don't read so far.
Dan. Have you always used a toilet to pee in when you're peeing? Since you've known yourself until now, you've always used a toilet to pee?
Look here.
Answer a question, Dan. Answer a question, Dan. Dan. Why are you evading my question?
But I evade the question. I answer this way. Listen. You have to be kind to you.
Dan, come on, be kind to this big old great one, man. If people are bush for the yard, I need. No, you want, all of a sudden, you want to come use bathroom because in their bed. You must be mad, man. Go like a bush, man.
Yeah, hurt of head, man. Hey, I will not talk about like once every 3 months, you know.
I hope it's the upper head, sir. I hope it's the upper head.
No, bye.
Bye. Give thanks.
That's gone very fast a while ago. Instead of him head, I was saying, I hope it's the upper head, sir. I hope it's the upper head.
Hey, listen.
Boy.
I'll me know no Cassidy. You know, let me know. You don't know, say kitchen sink me I take them. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, Keisha says, I don't know what that word is, but the two of them are going with things long time. Thank you, Yakisha. I show the little boy talk now, make it become an issue. How she so comfortable for a pee when he must shower. Really? Thank you, baby girl. Thank you.
Listen.
Long time for you to go with them things.
And yeah, so the man late for work for purpose.
Yes, man.
Listen.
Letter.
Yes.
About pee.
No. Nah, pray the thing for what it is. I'm going to prove to you right now based off an analogy.
Mm-hmm.
This little boy, right?
Let the boy alone.
Everybody knows that pitney are easy sitting for put to bed. Right? And if him not go sleep naturally, you alcohol him. Right? So
DPH him.
You DPH him. Right?
Terrible.
So
oh Lord.
If you sit and go on, the youth done late for work, saying so you can always be later. So if I sit and go on, it just go on that way there. No beard and going to bash like a dolly house business. None of that now need to go on because them home alone. That alone for make you know, say, boy, yo, the man squeaky clean. Maybe the cousin have little dirty intention, yes, but the man is squeaky clean. So, road boy, all me I say, is that little freaky boy that we she have, and when she can redeem by you still, me not trust that woman because she said she miss him. So
that's just the bunny because you tell her something face before we don't hear all.
Nah, man, listen, man. The boy up the thing for a long time, the level up. And for the woman I talk about it now, 14 months after uno day, for 3 months non-stop, the boy a freak her out. and then now she can talk and worse, you know you're innocent.
That always
my youth. Yes, that's in the way where you love a little informer boy. Forget about him. And that may make you know. Saying forget about him. Him start early. Because you see, you don't admit so you're a shatter. that boy are gonna be the biggest. Biggest.
He must shut about the
informer in your life.
He must shut about the man before was a shutterer.
No man, that boy is a slopper. Right? So me I set you up, me down, she diss you and cut. And if I feel your place, let her go.
Well, my take is I ain't casting any judgments now because this man holding out things on us, we don't know for sure what's what. But if you really, really miss her and love her, still you can forgive her because you have to look back and see what you did and what you said. If you really can't deal with the fact that she said that to you, with a liar, you can't deal with it, then it's up to you to decide if you're going to cut. But I will not say cut, and I will not readily say bail. If you know so you're going with the cousin still, go on by your business and leave the man alone.
Cut the cousins.
And our Pitney.
Cutty cousin road boy. Cutty cousin. That if the cut.
But just be careful because you never know what goes around comes around. If it goes up, more than likely it is gonna come down. Karma is a bite. All right.
Can't scare the duck scare. We are enough already.
And you know, we are at the end of the show, guys. Oh Lord, time flies.
Yep.
We indeed had a great night tonight. Thanks again to Dr. Tracy Lumley for being with us. Very, very efficient, thorough, professional lady. Very charismatic, very congenial, and of course, check her out at 20A Summerstown Road.
In Port Antonio.
Port Antonio, Portland. I'm glad you guys were on board with us tonight. Thanks for listening. On behalf of our engineer, Cassidy, the silent assassin, and of course, my co-host, Daddy Rude, Lady Cleo says, hey, have some fun this weekend at Pan Region 2 chicken competition out there at Folly, Port Antonio. And of course, gear up for the wellness fair and blood donation drive on October 27th, 2017. You hear more about this as the weeks progress. And of course, from Lady Cleo here saying, love yourself, love God, live good, and spread all the love you can to all the people you can in all the ways you can. And of course, until next week, Daddy Rude tells us.
Big up my wife for life.
Bye, ciao.